Cool. Um, you tune in to another episode of For the Love of the Game, episode 59. You joined as usual by myself, Dre. Ronaldo, what's good?
Hey, my bro, as always, for the love of the game, you hear me?
As always. Hey, the Premier League is back. Thank goodness.
Yes.
A lot to get through. We're gonna discuss the weekend's action. Going more in depth on the big game of the weekend, which is Liverpool versus Chelsea. Talk about some transfers, especially Moses CAICEDO over the weekend. That was a bit dramatic. We're going to talk about that and what that
Mm,
means for Chelsea and Liverpool going forward. Also, we're going to delve into some, Man United talk. I think that a lot needs to be discussed with Manchester United. Um, Neymar to Saudi. We talked about it last week about Saudi making a marquee signing, a big one. They made it. And we're going to discuss what that means for Saudi Arabia going forward. And as always, weekend preview discussing our predictions for the next round of Premier League fixtures. Some big games over the weekend coming up. But first let's get to it, man. Premier League's back, opening weekend. Um, quickly run through the fixtures. Um, boy, start Friday night over in Burnley. Burnley 0, Manchester City 3. Erling Haaland. I think I've just got to say this: if you did not have Erling Haaland as a captain on your fantasy team, you need to go get your head checked out. Seriously, he got
for
two
real, real.
goals. Two goals. What did you make of City's performance? And just before that, Kevin De Bruyne is out for 3 to 4 months.
Oof. Again,
So we'll get to that in a minute. But what did you make of City's performance on Friday night?
what can I say? To sum it up, City didn't look their dazzling best, but as
Mm.
usual, Haaland, clinical, killer, finisher, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that second goal was flipping out off the
Did
bar
not
and
look
then.
at the goal
You
once.
know what I
Did
mean?
not
Like,
look at the goal once. He just knew where it was.
you know what they say, the goal never moves, bro. Once
Mm.
you know where it is, it's always there, you know? But, mate, flipping hell, Haaland, innit? As he just start, basically, he's back to his same old tricks, bro. New season, same old Haaland. 2 goals, just like that. Because City weren't that great. They didn't create that much. You know what I'm saying? They was just ruthless, clinical in front of goal, man. That's all it takes, you know what I mean? But yeah,
100%, 100%.
first game, 3-0, comfortable.
Yeah, definitely. Burnley looked okay, I guess. Obviously, they're not going to play a team of City's caliber every week, but how did you feel Vincent Company's Burnley played, and do you think they'll be all right if they keep playing like that this season in the Premier League?
Ended the game with 10 men as well. I don't know, to
Yes.
sum them up, they didn't look too bad. They looked good in little spells, little
Mm,
moments. It was all right. But you're playing City, as you say, in it. That opposition has to be taken into account as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could see them. You never know. You know what I mean? For moments in the game, they look solid, man. But I don't know. Can I judge them off one game? I'm not sure, but they definitely need to learn and learn quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the
yeah,
Premier League.
definitely.
It's unforgiving,
I
man. It's
feel,
ruthless.
I feel, I second that. I feel like I watched that game and it looked like a very good championship team playing a Premier League team in the FA Cup. Like dominated for little spells, but that one chance, boom. And that's where
Mm,
it's like in the Prem. You know what I mean? Like even
ruthless.
the smaller teams that you're playing the Prem, or the struggling teams, if you don't take advantage of the momentum you've got in the game, especially in the Premier League, problems. Before you know it, you start the season with 4 defeats out of 5. Even though you've played well all 5 games, four
Mm,
defeats out of 5, morale's gonna drop. So it's important. They don't play this week because of Luton, but it is what it is. Their next game is I don't know. I don't know who their next game is, but they I, I, I was a bit encouraged by the way he played, but they've got to be ruthless. Got to take your chances
Yeah,
in this league. It is a make or miss league, as they say. So don't take your chances. Then problems.
get punished.
But Manchester City, De Bruyne went off injured, and City didn't look the same.
Mm,
Now it's been come out today. De Bruyne is out for 3 to 4 months.
that's long.
Where does that leave? Well, it's obvious City going to make moves there after Lucas Paqueta,
Mm,
but how big is a loss is Kevin De Bruyne, their captain, essentially? How
massive,
big is a loss of Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester
massive,
City?
massive. Jay, how'd you put that into words? That's their talisman. That's
Mm,
KDB. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's their guy. Like, makes things happen. That link up with Haaland last season, top assist in the Prem. Come on, man. It's KDB, Jay. He's gonna be missed. Obviously, he's so
mm,
influential in the Premier League. Like, we're talking about one of the best players ever in the Prem, in my eyes. Treble winner. You know what I'm saying? Played
mm.
his part. Three-peat. Massive miss. Experience, quality on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Inspirational, like, mate. But that's Man City, though, innit? We're talking about. Can they replace him? And you got to take into
Ah,
context Gundogan as well. So they're replacing KDB and Gunda.
couldn't have been.
Could be a tricky one for City this year. You know, we could see a different City, different style of play.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is huge. And I know City are good at chasing down leads and going on a run after like Christmas, like February, March times. But I've watched enough of City without Kevin De Bruyne. And I know Gundogan made up for it a bit when Kevin De Bruyne is out
Mm,
in terms of quality in midfield. He's not there anymore. That when he came off on Friday, it alarmed me a bit of how the lack of creativity, which you don't usually associate with Manchester City. There's always one or two in that team that
yeah.
can make something happen. Nothing seemed like it could happen. It wasn't until Foden came on the second half where it looked like something could happen. Unless Foden goes into centre mid,
Hmm.
then I'm and they don't make signings, then it's hey, City is it's gonna look dicey.
Yeah,
City might have to change the way they completely play
I think that's what
because
he's gonna do.
I don't know, they might have to
Players.
pace Foden or um what's his name? Bernardo Silva a bit deeper with Rodri. Something's got to happen there because hey, big games coming. They got Newcastle at the weekend.
Mm.
Newcastle could
A-
turn them over.
Ain't the Super Cup
So
before? When's the Super Cup? I think they got a
that's
Super Cup.
tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, yeah. So they got that to navigate first. But like you say, a big game v Newcastle. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm not really one for these super cups. That's to me, that's a glorified charity shield, bro. European charity shield, innit?
Nah, Jay, you go in the Club World Cup, Jay, man. You know what I'm saying? You get to play against the
They're in it
Saudi
anyway.
guys.
They're in it anyway.
No,
Look at
the
that
winner
cup
goes in
thing.
it. The
What the
winner of the
European Cup
Super
goes in
Cup.
it?
No, no, Jay, this is the game. See, this is the game. Whoever wins this game goes in the Club World Cup. See, it's
Nah, they ain't
because
gonna allow Europa League winners to
it is,
to.
Jay.
No, no,
That's the
no.
Super Cup.
Oh, do you? Man
Oh
City are
my
in it.
days, bro. Bro, they're not. They have to
Check
win
it.
this game, win this game, and then they're in it. You know what I mean? It's
Nah.
this game. They'll be in it because it's always the Champions League winner that wins, isn't it? This is why,
Yeah.
man. But whoever wins this game, I'm telling you, is in it, bro. Let's check it.
So, You know what? There's not
Yeah,
that one. I don't know if they're doing it this season. No, they're doing a 32 team Club World Cup in 2 years' time. So the
so
winners of
yeah,
the Champions League in 2021, 2022, 2023, and this season qualify for the tournament. I don't think they're doing one this season. I think they're doing the 32 team one, not next season, but the season after.
flipping no.
Not this season, the season after.
No wonder why them man are going Saudi, but we're gonna get onto that because the Saudi
Yeah,
teams
we'll
are
get
in
to that
as
in a
well.
minute. We'll get
No
to that in
wonder
a
why.
minute. We'll get to that later on. But yeah, Manchester City winning 3-0 at Burnley. They play Newcastle the weekend. We'll discuss that more in the weekend preview. Saturday lunchtime, game that got delayed by like, I don't know how long because the ticket system didn't work. Pathetic. But Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Some people's title favourites getting off to a win against Nottingham Forest. Briefly, what did you think of Arsenal? Um, I think there's a few chinks to iron out with Arsenal, but Bukayo Saka quality as usual. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a brilliant goal. Yeah, well taken, man. Arsenal played well, if you ask me. They got the job done. They didn't. They gave away, obviously, a one-on-one with a goalie early on, but
Mm,
Johnson couldn't finish. But apart from that, I didn't see Arsenal look under any threat. You know what I mean? They was comfortable. They managed the game well. You know what I'm saying? Apart from a little handball incident, but that got waved away really quickly. So yeah, Arsenal look solid, man. Well done, and Nketiah, good finish. You know what I'm saying? Martinelli, bit of magic. I don't know if he meant that, but if he did, well played, son. You know what I mean?
I think he did. That was quality, absolute
Well,
quality from
well done to the
Martin.
Arsenal, man. Can't knock them. They got the job done. So
100%, 100%. So they start
congrats.
the season off with 3 points. Um, Next game, Bournemouth versus West Ham, that ended 1-1. Um, Also Bournemouth 4, Luton 1. Hey, I don't know where Brighton find these players, but there's one guy that I saw. What's his name? Simon Adingra.
Mm.
Problem. I don't know where Brighton. I don't know what they're doing. What that campsite they're finding these players at, but they are just churning out quality. And I saw something. They've made £400 million in transfer fees over the last 4 years.
Wow. So they've overtaken Southampton. That little Pochettino process,
100%.
selling all them guys. You remember that little phase and sold out
Yeah, the
all
little
them guys.
feeder club to the Liverpool now.
Yeah, man. Now I respect to Brighton, man. Scouting there is amazing. You know what I mean? They're doing their job, mate. Brilliant. But
100%.
what can I say?
I,
Dominant performance, mate.
okay, I do want to give a special shout out to Luton player Peli. Is it Mpanzu? The
Yeah.
first player it's confirmed now to gone with the same team from non-league football to the Premier League ratings.
I know,
Kudos.
I know, big
That is
up for
great.
that,
That
man.
is
That don't
kudos.
happen.
But
That never
at the
happens.
same time, this is the Premier League. You can't be doing them foolish mistakes you're doing. This ain't you're not playing against Dean
I
Windass and
know,
them man.
bro.
You're
Man's moving
playing
like
against
Sunday
oh,
league.
that
Man's
was
trying to
poor.
pie man in the
That
Prem,
is
What are you
bro.
doing? You know them ones there, like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
Hey, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, Luton don't play this weekend because their stadium's not ready, but hey, we'll get to touch on that later. Um Next game, I think we both predicted this one to be a Fulham win. They went to Everton and got a
mm,
1-0 win. I'm not gonna lie, I like the way Fulham played. I might have to jump on your little bandwagon, the little Fulham bandwagon.
telling you, bro. Marco Silva, my
European
guy.
football could happen. I'm not gonna lie. Keeping hold of Marco Silva's huge. Raul Jimenez looked a bit rejuvenated a bit. I'm not saying he's, back in that. He's got the Peter
Yeah,
Cech head
look,
guard and that, but he looked
hey,
a bit, lively. I'm not gonna lie.
different.
Fulham looked good against Everton, and I stand by this. I think Everton going down this season.
Serious.
Honestly, yeah, poor man.
You can't do that what they did
How
last
have you
season
not got a
again.
bro? Neil Maupay has not scored in 30 Premier League games.
I know, man. These are the Graham Potter man. See these Brighton man. No one knows about them, bro. They just leave and nothing happens because they're dead, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Mopay is rubbish, bro. Seriously, I've never rated him as
Terrible,
a striker. Yeah,
terrible.
you get paid to score goals, and this guy never scores. How are you a striker? Never scores, bro. It's always nearly. It's a nearly man.
I
You know what I
know, man.
mean?
I know.
A good
Sheesh.
try.
He's basically Weghorst, a more mobile version of Weghorst.
I'm telling you, bro.
Absolutely useless, man. Um, Next game, Sheffield United, another team who I think will be down there this season, losing at home to Crystal Palace. Um, hey, good win for Crystal Palace. Get off to a good start. Um, but hey, man, Sheffield United, no signings, best players have gone. It's going to be a long, hard season. What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a very hard season, but respect to them, they stay solid. It was only 1-0. With that heart and
Mm.
determination, yeah. If they can carry on doing that at home, you never know. They give themselves an outside chance, man. You know what I mean? Respect to them, man, because watching the game, I realized that they know they're not the greatest team. So they just stick to the
Mm.
game plan and they stick at it, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go there, you have to remain honest, bruv. You have to put in the mileage.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Like it's one of them
You
teams, bro.
can't,
They
you
might
can't,
not
you can't half-heart it going to Sheffield United.
telling you, bruv. You have to, bruv. You have to work. You know what I'm saying? To come away with anything.
Big facts.
Even Roy
Yeah,
said it after the game. He said it. He said, mate, a lot of teams are gonna come down there and leave with nothing, bruv. Because they make you work, bruv, for everything. But
that's
yeah, man,
true.
they need to
That's
learn as well and learn fast. Because like, the Prem's ruthless. 1-0 hurts. Telling you, man.
true.
Hey, big up Pereira, my guy, man. United product, I like that. I like that assist there. It's smart. It's clever. For Bobby Reed, you don't know. Big up Fulham, man.
That's his level. I've been saying this about Andreas Pereira. That's his level, Fulham. No disrespect,
Nah,
that he's not built for United, but that's his level. That's
you
his
know,
level.
like you say, matter
Credit
of
to him.
opinions, but the jury's out. We can always get him back. Go and shine, Pereira. You get me?
Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it.
Bruv, debatable. I think Pereira is better than who know who. Like, when are we gonna get to that? Oh yeah, it's stuff.
Hey, we'll get to
Yeah,
that
but
later. Don't
we'll
worry.
get to
We're
that
coming
later.
towards that. We are definitely coming. I've got a lot to say about yesterday's shambles, but we'll get to that in a minute. I think the most impressive performance of the weekend, though, came at a Saturday evening kickoff. Some teams had these two teams as the outsiders for top four. I ain't gonna lie, Newcastle looked good, very good. Um, Newcastle 5, Aston Villa 1.
Yeah.
I know it's opening day, and I don't want to get too,
Yeah.
gassed up. But hey, that's an early statement they laid down.
Yeah.
That's a very early statement they laid down. Considering the first
Already.
three games,
Already.
yeah, Man City the
Statement.
weekend. Their
Mm.
next home game is Liverpool.
I hear you.
That's a big win because when
Yeah.
you actually think about it, Aston Villa under Unai Emery don't really concede. They,
Plenty
yeah,
goals.
Newcastle, yeah, don't not too many goals. They've been good
Mm.
to destroy them like that, and they destroyed them.
I hear you.
Statement. It's a statement. A lot of people are getting gassed over Sandro Tonali.
Mm.
Real football connoisseurs have know about this guy for years. He was highly tipped to go to Juventus a couple of years back. Didn't go. Newcastle snapped him up for, I think, for a bargain at 50 million.
Yeah.
Absolute bargain. What's your thoughts on Tonali? Can he replicate that for the rest of the season? And what, like, if Newcastle keep that performance up, where do you think they could end up come the end of the season?
Bro, you know me, I'm a big fan of Eddie Howe, yeah. And I've always said this guy, given the ammunition, who knows where he can go. I think he can be par for par with Pep, Ten Hag, all them guys. That's how I think Eddie Howe's the best British manager. For a minute,
Oh,
I've
by
been
far.
saying that. I've been saying this for years, but where do I think they can finish Newcastle? Is Harvey Barnes, Tonoli? Who else did they grab? Is that enough, Drake? 'Cause they're gonna have a lot of
Mm,
games, Champions League, demanding games. The only reason why Newcastle, I say, might fall out top four for Liverpool is because of the games, the workload. But in terms of quality, of course, in terms of quality, this youth, yeah, that they got, yeah, at the time, I was saying, this guy's on the market for 50 million and everyone's chasing Declan Rice. No disrespect to Rice, yeah, but this is a different gravy, bro. It's different. It's not even the goal that he scored, Jay, yeah. It's the ball that he gave to
mm,
Harvey Barnes to slide man in, to play in
mm,
the striker. That's football. You see that? That's painting pictures, bro. You see that as a baller, it shows me, yeah, this youth's gonna be a problem. Because you see when he took the ball, yeah, just to remind the listeners, yeah, he controlled the ball. Normally, even my team, Bruno, whoever, you go wide because it's the options there. You know what I'm saying? Trippier's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like right backs out there, left backs out there. You know what he done, bro? Man played out. First time pass, one, took it back round the corner. Bruno Gomes just backheeled it straight away to Barnes. That's painting pictures, bro. And see, your team is
mm.
trusting you already. So this you is gonna be a problem. Not to mention his goal. Not to mention he could have made it 2-0. Nah, I agree with you. It was the performance of the weekend, bro. Best team, the best game I watched so
And
far.
Isak. Isak's going to
Yeah,
be a problem this season. An
if he can stay fit,
absolute problem.
Pete,
If he
like
can
Pete,
stay fit,
Pete.
I don't think he's going to win Golden Boot. I think that's Haaland's again. Mate, De Bruyne's out in it. Who knows? I think Golden Boot's up. It's up for question this season. It's up. Who? And I've got him in that mix.
Of
Definitely.
course,
20 league goals he can get.
don't forget, this youth's got a little rivalry with Haaland, When Haaland came Dortmund, man said, nah, you know what, I'm keeping it moving, bro. Because you lot invested this money in
Mm.
me. I was the next prodigy. Now I'm a baller in my own right. You know the ones there. So personally, I think what you said, he's the main striker down there now. And the two, what do they call him? Tonali, Tonali land,
Tunali.
bro.
Yeah.
Man's already got a name already, bro. Like down there on the
Hey,
Toon side, yeah, he's the main striker now. Once he's fit, he's starting. So definitely in with a shot, Jay. I agree with you. Still, Isak problem.
definitely. Well done to Newcastle. Brilliant performance. Tyrone Mings, hope you get better soon. That looked like a nasty injury.
Telling you, man.
But that's what you get. That's when you underestimate them Eritrean man there, bruv. Man, they eat banana and rice and that. And that's what you get, mate. Stop eating bananas and
Mm-mm,
mash, mate. Eat some banana and
mm-mm.
rice. My man's knee ligament gone.
Oh
So,
no, just like that. First game of the season, innit? Sad,
hey,
man.
yeah.
Speedy
Prayers
recovery,
up to
Tyrone.
Tyrone Mings and that. Hopefully, be back for the season. Maybe an outside shot with the Euro 2024 squad. Who knows? But yeah, that's Newcastle, top of the league after match week 1. That leads us to Sunday. Um, Brentford 2, Spurs 2. I'm not gonna lie, that had the feel of like a friendly. Like there was no atmosphere in the stadium.
I hear you.
Teams
Nah.
didn't seem too on it. It was a bit blasé, to be honest. What did you make of Mr. I can't pronounce his last name, so I'm just gonna go with Ange. What do you think of Ange's last first
Nah,
game
come on,
in
man.
charge of Tottenham?
We gotta like,
Postecoglou. Is that his name?
yeah,
Postecoglou. It's called Postecoglou.
Postico.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta like keep the
Yeah.
team balanced, man. I don't know, but they did well, you know. I'm not gonna lie, they did well. It was a weird game. It's a weird game. They scored. Romero had to get subbed. I think they was in control of the game before that. You know what I'm saying?
Until
Brentford didn't look
Davison
a
Sanchez
threat.
come on.
Thank you. And then it's just mistake after mistake. It's just he breathes uncertainty. He breathes that's
Mm,
nervousness. And then all of a sudden, bam, bam, Brentford's 2-1 up. You know what I'm saying? So
crazy.
yeah, bro, it was a weird game, but Tottenham just looks toothless, man. I guess it's the first game
I know.
away from Kane, but they look toothless. Like they look like there's no threat. Charles is just a headless chicken just running around. What's he doing? Sometimes I'm thinking, is this guy alright? It look like he's on drugs or something, man. Sorry, but he just looks like Energizer Bunny, bro.
Mm.
Just running everywhere, bro.
There's no structure
Nothing.
to the way he plays football, bro. There's no structure at all to the way he plays football. Yeah, Tottenham looked if they look heartbroken. They look like lost without Harry Kane. Like
Yeah, I think it's just
it was
they have to
sad.
get over that. Yeah, sad
Yeah,
first game.
sad. Like
Hey,
got them at
hey.
the weekend. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, there's something just didn't feel right about Tottenham, to be honest. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna touch on Liverpool Chelsea quickly. And we're gonna get back to a minute. Liverpool won, Chelsea won was the 4:30 game. We're gonna go more in depth in that in a second, and we're gonna touch on Manchester United won, Wolves won, Wolves nil right after that because there's a lot to talk about after last night's debacle. But Liverpool won, Chelsea won. The big game, Big Six rivalry, start of the weekend, start of the Premier League season. Everyone was looking forward to that. There was a lot more drama added to it over the weekend. We'll touch on that after we delve into the game. Um, what's your thoughts on the game? Um, who do you think left the game happier? Was it Richard Pochettino or Jurgen Klopp?
I would say it's always the team that end the game on a high in it, and that was Chelsea. But
Mm.
realistically, Liverpool should be the happier team because they went away and they left with a point. But because of the season Chelsea had last season and the state of the fans, they celebrated that like it was a win. It was so it was
Mm.
so amazing to come back in a game that they've been enjoying for like 20 years. Do you know what I'm saying? The last how many results been a draw with these two
Yeah, last
teams? Yeah.
8 games have been a draw.
Thank you, bros. But the way they're celebrating it is if they won the game, but I accept it. I accept it on the back of what happened last season and the confidence going through the stadium, through the fans was, yeah, we got something from the game because at 1-0 down, Chelsea fans were saying, ah, here we go again. Like there was this atmosphere that was, you know what I'm saying, going around the stadium like, rah, is this gonna happen again? Like, are we gonna get hammered? So, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking
Mm.
when they scored and the goal got disallowed, the fans got behind the team and that carried them through because they weren't that great. But that's how football is, you know what I mean? It goes with momentum. But I accept it. They was all right. They were the better team in the end. But as I say, Dre, for me, it's a balance in it. Liverpool can also walk away with their heads high, you know what I mean?
Mm. I think Chelsea, yeah, I agree with you. I think Chelsea are going to leave that game thinking with a lot more confidence in them. Much better performance than anything I saw in the final 5 months of last season. Um,
Yeah.
especially in the second half. First 20 minutes, if Liverpool were really on it, that could have been
Mm,
a nasty result for Chelsea. Really could have been a nasty result because they were picking them apart. It was borderline
yeah.
embarrassing the way Liverpool just getting at Chelsea. Um, but I've got to say, the way they recovered, I've got to give it to Raheem Sterling. That's the best I've seen him play in 2023.
Yeah, he
He
dragged them
looked
through the game.
lively. He was
Yeah, yeah.
he was creating. He was a
Pushing,
threat.
pushing. Yeah.
He was a threat. Um, Jackson as well. His movement superb. I think once there's a bit more stability behind him, once he knows who's playing around him regularly, I think his game is going to improve more. But I saw nice signs. I'm not going to lie. But Chelsea lacked something. Liverpool lacked something as well. It was like you could tell that these are two potentially good teams, but they had glaring holes. Like defensively, Chelsea all over the shop. I'm shocked that he went with 5 at the back or 3 at the back. I don't even know what Pochettino was playing. But
Yeah. It worked. It worked.
yeah, I don't know what was going on, but yeah, a bit. Going forward, it worked. Going back, yeah, nah. That I don't think he can run that again. I think he's either got to say to Thiago Silva, I'm going to use you sparingly, or find a way to get rid of it, because you're only playing 5 at the back because Thiago Silva can't play 2 at the back. And really, Colwill is a good player. Diassi, I don't know too much about him, but you've got other guys like Fafana. What's the other guy they got from Monaco in Jet? They've got a lot of centre backs.
Yeah.
You don't. I know he's still good. He can still put in a shift, but you don't need Thiago Silva in 2023. If you still need him as your main centre back, then you've got issues, big issues. He's touching 40, big 4-0. You don't need him. Reece James defensively, shocking, especially for that first goal. Shocking. He lost the ball.
Telling you, mate. But
Made
that's why
no
Poch
effort.
played that system. That's why he plays that system. Sorry to butt in, Jay, but for
Mm.
me, Poch got it perfect because he's protecting Silva and also he's got cover for Reese. You know what I'm saying? So even Chilwell as well. These guys are not the best defensively, but they're ballers. They're going forward. They can hurt teams if Chelsea can stay high. So we're gonna touch on a few signings they're making, yeah. But if
Mm.
Chelsea can push teams back here and just keep, you know what I'm saying, Enzo Fernandez in the right position, supplying the ammo to these
Yeah.
players, they can try a thing. I'm not lying, they can
I,
try a thing.
we'll touch on the signings in a minute. I've got them locked in for finishing top 4 now with these signings. They
You say
sorted
they
out
have to
issues.
now. They
They're
have to
locked
now.
now. They can't.
They can't.
They've spent £800 million in a year.
Come on now, and we're gonna be saying rebuilding. Sorry, Chelsea fans,
It's
I'm not
beyond
picking on you
rebuilding.
lot, but
This you got to
this
win the league
you
if you
can't.
spend that amount
Thank
of
you,
money.
thank you. You know, a few months back, they were saying Arsenal fans, surely you got to win the league now. You spend all this money, flipping hell, mate. You got the
Eight
record.
hundred million
Let's not.
pounds in a year.
Let's, mate. Listen, see when that guy scored a goal. What's his name again? For example, I know his name, but I'm just saying
Diassi.
anything. The average
Yeah.
Premier League fan, yeah, didn't know no one in that picture. You see that picture when that guy scored a goal, yeah? The, brother, if I name the players, yeah, it's because we are football proper connoisseurs, innit? The average Premier
Mm,
League fan, Chelsea, like, you know what I'm saying? Fans will know what I'm
mm.
talking about. They don't know these guys. DSC,
I guarantee, yeah, I guarantee you, a casual
Jackson.
Chelsea fan looked at that starting lineup on Sunday and said, "Okay, Raheem Sterling, Chico, who?
All right.
Chico,
There
who?
you go, Jay.
Who's Colwill? I've never heard of him.
There
Diassi.
you go, bro.
Hey, where's what's his name? Where's Espliqueta and them guys? Where's
Bro, there was Chico, what's his name? Sorry, pardon, I can't pronounce it. Chiwa
I
Menya,
got yeah.
him, Jackson, and Diasia. Them three man there, Dre, yeah, the average Premier League fan seeing that picture when they celebrating that goal, I said to
Don't
myself,
know who is
Chelsea.
who.
I said to myself, Chelsea is legendary, you know. I've never seen a team change personnel as quickly as Chelsea does. That door
Mm.
is so revolving at that club. I have to respect it because Roman set a trend here where they player movement, Dre, is ridiculous. You know, like at United, we have a one player and he's been there for decades. We're trying, trying to get rid of him and he's just stuck. Not at Chelsea, bro.
Mm.
You get my point? Like, not at Chelsea, bro. The team's always revolving. managers as well, but the team also. It's
Yeah,
always like that.
I know.
So I have to give them credit for that, bro. Let's see if they can turn out the trophies that they used to, though. That's a that's a whole different turning. You know the
They're
ones
gonna
that
have to, or you see that £800 million spent is gonna be £800 million worth of trouble
you know
if
what the
they
fuck
don't
say,
get
bro.
them trophies in the bag, mate. I'm telling you.
But
I'm telling you.
they're on a high
I've
right now. Don't burst their bubble, Don't
hey,
let the
I
Chelsea
I was
fans.
watching Talk Sport. I was watching Talk Sport. I was watching Talk Sport yesterday, and Simon Jordan was explaining how Chelsea can get away with spending the amount of money they have. And I rate Todd Bowley is, very smart what he's done, with the little 9-year contracts and the £100 million, whatever, spreading it out over the 9 years to
Yeah,
he said it's very smart because they make the sales that they've made because they made £200 million worth of sales. And
I
because they're
believe, but
spreading
yeah,
out all
yeah,
these signings over 9 years, technically
yeah.
right now Chelsea are in profit. But Simon Jordan said they could
Simon
possibly
Jordan,
run this.
go on, go on, go
He
on. No,
explained
no,
it;
go
it
on.
made sense. Yeah, but he said they could possibly run this situation next season if they don't get Champions League. But he says they have to be making Champions League and winning trophies ASAP because if they don't, you think what happened to Roman Abramovich is bad. Chelsea could crumble to rock bottom if they don't make some serious improvement on the pitch.
Okay. I like the way Simon built it up here, but even what he said about the financial stuff, that's just a theory, Jay. Simon Jordan don't know the books at Chelsea. He's just giving us as fans an insight so we get an idea of what's going on. We don't know the ins and outs. Chelsea's already facing problems for their books before Bowley. And Bowley's coming now and ripping up Roman's approach and say, "Rah, this is our approach, innit?" But
Mm.
we don't know the ins and outs financially. All I'm trying to say, even Chelsea fans are in awe. Because Roman was on the next thing, but this guy's on the next.
Nah,
You
he's
get where
Roman
I'm coming
Abramovich
from?
on steroids, bro.
There you go, bro. And Todd is like Todd, yeah, is just saying, right, you know what? Let's just buy every youth player in the world right now. Like they
Mm.
agreed to trigger Elise's contract, bro, from Palace, 35 million. They've agreed Lavia. They've agreed Calcedo. Like, come on, bro. That midfield alone, yeah,
Mm.
you know how much money that is. Don't forget Mudrick.
That's
Don't forget
that's £500 million there, bro.
Mudieku. That's what I tell you about these man. Nobody knows Mudieku or whatever his name is as well.
And the
No
funniest
disrespect.
thing,
Yeah.
what people not understanding, these men are not being brought in for long term gain. They're gonna be brought in if they have a good season. They're gonna get sold.
You think so?
A
So to
hundred
who,
percent.
Jay?
I know the plan. I know the plan of what he's doing, especially these 9-year contracts. Yeah,
Jay, sold to
they're
who?
not gonna see out 9 years.
Who's
Saudi,
gonna? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Saudi.
yeah. I hear you.
Remember, the Saudis have got investors in Todd Bowley's company.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
He's
I
got
hear
he's
you
got them on
still.
speed dial. WhatsApp
Nah, I
group.
hear you.
Can we sell to you this week, mate? You know what I mean?
I hear you quick thing.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a
These
point
guys are not
still.
gonna like, and they're gonna spend stupid. Like, imagine if Mudrick has a great season. It don't matter to Chelsea. They could sell him to Saudi for £120 million. Everyone be like, "Oh my god, they've got Elise there." You know what I mean? They've got
Yeah.
these backup youngsters there, so it don't matter. These guys are just. This is basically Roman Abramovich's system, the farming system he used to run, but they're just running it through the first team now, straight. In all
Nah,
these
it's
young
that.
bucks game time,
It's
but it's
yeah.
not.
Go on, Jay.
It's it's
Yeah.
Eddie. It's brother. It's a shop window. Play well, you're gonna get sold. And also, this 9-year contract in is similar to what they do in American sports. Very
Yeah.
similar, especially in the NFL. They give these guys these 7-year deals. Obviously, the money goes up every year, but they're smart. They're not gonna like say what's his name? Casado's on a 9-year deal or 8-year deal, whatever. His
Mm.
money probably goes up every year. He's never gonna see if it goes up, say, I don't know, 30 or 40 grand every year. I don't know what he's on now, but if he still at that 9-year contract, it'll probably be on that 400 bags a week. For example, he's never gonna get 400 bags a week. What they're gonna do after 2 or 3 years is renegotiate that contract and scale it to a way, yeah, where it'll probably, when some players in American sports get the majority of their money in the contract up front, or more to the beginning of the contract, and it's less year by year, and some get it to the back end of the contract where they get more towards the end of the contract. What Todd Boehly's gonna do, especially, and it's very eye-catching that he's signing all these South American, man, because they just need money in it. What he's gonna do? What he's gonna do?
That's a valid point. I want to get on that. When we start talking about the transfers in detail, I want to get onto that still.
What he's gonna do, for example, with CAICEDO, is say, all right, cool. After 9 years, you're gonna get £400,000. He's probably gassed him. CAICEDO's like, oh, I'm gonna feed all my brothers and sisters and all my nieces and nephews in Ecuador. He's never gonna get 400 bags a week. He's probably gonna get. He's probably on 150. After about a year or two, they're gonna renegotiate that contract, and they'll probably gas him to say, you know what, stay on this amount for a couple of years. Then you're gonna get a shoot up and pay 2 years later. Within them 2 years, Chelsea will look to sell Moises CAICEDO. Why do you think there's a sell-on clause in his there's a sell-on clause in his contract. There's no way Enzo's going to see out his 7-year contract. Mudrik's going to see out, what's he on, 8-year contract. That's what they do to balance out their books, innit? So when Chelsea start playing Champions League, they're going to meet the financial fair play. None of these players on 8-year contracts are going to see out their contract. Why do you think they're trying to renegotiate Enzo already?
They're trying to lock him down, Jay. More years. You know what I mean?
And who's going to be able to afford these players in 2 years' time? No one in Europe is going to be able to afford Enzo.
That's my point.
Saudi.
No one. Saudi. I hear you though.
In a way, Chelsea are funding the Saudi takeover, bro.
You think so? I think Chelsea just got a 10-year plan, but like
none of these players are going to be there in 5 years' time, bro.
I think they got a 10-year plan. Are we going straight into transfers? No United now.
Yeah, we're already there. We're already there. We're talking about Chelsea. Let's get into it. Comical, absolutely comical. Moises CAICEDO, the most expensive player in the history of British football. He has only played 45 Premier League games, and he's been sold for £150 million. First of all, credit to Brighton for getting that for him.
35 million in add-ons. Don't forget, it goes up to 130, something crazy like that. Plus a sell-on fee. Flipping out, crazy.
Listen, Brighton have worked a masterstroke here. When you really think about it, in January, I think they were asking for about 80 for him, 75 to 80. Arsenal bid for him. They turned it down. They've managed to get £35 million more, £45 million more for him. Break down the whole history of it. Brighton wanted 100 million off the rip. Chelsea spent 105 million on Enzo. Brighton rate him just as much as Enzo. So okay, fair dues. 100 million. Chelsea tried to play hardball all summer with a little 75, 85 plus add-ons bids. Brighton flat out rejected. It wasn't until Friday morning, or late Thursday night, Friday morning, where it completely got a bit soap drama-ish. It became EastEnders a bit. Like one of them old soap villains. Liverpool come out of nowhere Thursday night, and so they're putting in a British transfer record bid for Moises CAICEDO. People were all in shock. Friday morning, Jurgen Klopp, who must feel like an absolute twat now, did a press conference saying, yep, fees agreed. British record transfer. He had to apologise for the little Paul Pogba comment he said 7 years ago about £100 million on a player. We all thought he was going to Liverpool. Then Friday night, Moises Caicedo's camp said he's turned down Liverpool. He favours Chelsea. Romano said he made an agreement with Chelsea from May that he's going to Chelsea. And he's a man of his word. Respect it. Fair dues. Late, Sunday evening, we heard £115 million bid was put in. Agreed yesterday. What's your thoughts on the drama that took place with Moises Caicedo? And do you think now this transfer market is just completely ruined by these mad transfer fees for centre mids?
TMs. I know what you're saying, but my take on it, bro, I got a different take on it. Because from day one, I knew Liverpool was never going to get Casado. I just had that feeling that I gauged that from it. That Liverpool did that to stop Chelsea getting him before the game. For me, that was a chess move. If they got him, they got him. But these days with transfer, you got to feel if the player wants to come to you, man. You know what I mean? Like, you make contact, you get to know what's going on. You test the waters before you go and make a bid to the club. Because we've seen it play out loads of times. You bid, club accept, player don't agree personal term. You know what I'm saying? Contract falls apart. It's better to agree with the player and then sort out the payment plan with the club. Do you know what I mean? That way it's better, like see where the club value the player, etc. But for me, Casado, mate, let me just tell the statement what he said about Arsenal when that fell through. Yeah. I was really close to going to Arsenal. I suffered a lot. Remember the statement where he said about his family?
Yeah, his
People
family.
forget
I've got
these.
10 brothers and sisters.
Right. People forget these things because you made a valid statement. See these guys, yeah? It's all about the moolah. We gotta respect it, but it's all about the bread. But
Of course.
Calcedo is one of the worst. This is what the man said. This is his words. I am a fan of Man United. It would be great to play there someday. I would like to play for Real Madrid. It's always been my dream. That's what man said, you know. Man said, when I was a kid, I supported Chelsea. I used to watch the matches. Man said I used to watch the games, bro.
Oh, what a
No,
tart, bro. What a prostitute,
bro,
bro.
thank you. That's why I respect it, Dre. It's like Enzo. Man's never heard of Chelsea, bro. But when he saw the money, the figures, man said, I'm going to Chelsea, bro. Benfica's like, nah, chill, yeah. We agreed to sell you in the summer. Man's like, nah, forget the summer, bro. I'm going over there. And it's the same with Casado, you know.
Oh,
Dre, the
100%.
guy's been in England 18 months straight. 18 months, my bro. Man can't even
I
speak
just want
proper
I just want to
English.
say this as well.
Yeah,
Manchester United could have bought Moses Caicedo for €5 million 3 years
thank you,
ago.
bro. Thank you. That's when
Only
he
wanted
made the
him. I
statement.
think United
That-
scouted him
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I think it
Everything.
was around the same time we got Garnacho and is it
That's it, bro.
Palestri? Someone
Yeah,
else. We could have got him too.
bro. That's my point.
Hey man,
18 months, 45 games, less than 50 games in the Prem, and you're going for a
crazy,
British transfer record fee. I know Brighton qualified for
crazy,
Europe, but this is insane, Drake. This is insane, bro.
crazy.
Like, what the hell's going on here, bro? I rate Moses. I think he's a baller. But don't forget, yeah, Zebri had man at right back, bro. I know people are gonna say he's versatile, X, Y, Z, blah blah blah, but I don't want no 100 million right back. Get what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, keep it real, bro. Like, I see
Hey, he might
football
have to play there
different.
because Reece James is
This is
out.
my
He's
point.
injured, isn't it? And Chilwell's out injured as well. So boy, you might have
I
to
see
start seeing
football.
Raheem Sterling and Caicedo your wing backs, mate.
You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, no disrespect, but bro, he's a baller, good young player, gonna be 22 this year. But fans are gonna say Chelsea fans because they're spoiled, innit? They're gonna, oh, I don't watch the price tag. It's like Mudrick. Man signed for how many millions and you can't even make the first team. So all of a sudden, this is the rival fans' fault that you can't make the first team. Oh, he doesn't play. bro, you never signed him to not play. He's supposed to be playing. So if he's not playing, you get my point, Jay. They're spoiled. So he goes under the carpet. But not this one. Not Moses and Enzo. 200 and nearly 50 mil. Nah, bro. You gotta show me titles. I want to see trophy. I want to see you competing for the title. And I said this before they even got Moses. The money that Chelsea spend on transfers, yeah, Jay, yeah. Because forget Moses, yeah. Chelsea signed about 6 different players, away from this.
Mhm.
Youngsters signing them, sending them out on loan. They're doing crazy stuff in the transfer window. And like I said, they agreed to trigger Olise's transfer buyout clause. So it shows you they've agreed Latvia as well. The reports are saying, come on, Jay, man. How
Yeah,
much, how much you looking to spend on transfer? I know we're talking about Calcedo because obviously he's the man of the moment. You know what I'm saying? But bro,
mm,
when you make signings like this, surely something has to come with it, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
come on, like,
100%, 100%. To
yeah,
me,
bro.
800 million in a year. You should be challenging the league, the Champions League. You should be doing
Everything, bro.
like legit
I agree.
800 million pound. That's madness, madness. And
Crazy.
I said this in January. Chelsea have messed up the transfer market for every team that's looking to buy now. They've even messed up even more. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if Man United are out here selling Scott McTominay, if they had any sense about them, I'm not selling them for any less than 60, 70 million pounds.
But
Because
Jay, I hear you.
hey,
Cause what's going on at the
the
moment?
market, it's the market. Like, to me, you've spent 220 million pounds in 6 months on two centre midfielders. A quarter of a billy almost on two centre midfielders. Madness.
Crazy, crazy.
Absolute madness. Like any player like that's the benchmark now. Moises CAICEDO, 115 million. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Like it's crazy. Even if you look at Declan Rice going for 100 million, it's crazy.
no,
And
bro.
you chop it up like none of these guys have done anything to be worth 100 million pounds. It makes Jude Bellingham going to Real Madrid look like an absolute bargain for 100 million pounds.
Facts. Facts, bro. Because he's better
Abs-
than both of them by far. Miles, country miles, they will say, mate. There's nowhere close to Jude. None of them.
and I'm not gonna. I'm a fan of Moises Caicedo. I think United should have. Well, we should have got him for 100 million, but he's a very good player. A very good
Yeah,
player.
you rate him highly, Jay. What do you think of
I
him?
rate him highly. I rate him highly. I think he's what United were missing yesterday. We'll touch on that in a minute. We should have broke the boat to get him instead of Mason. No, that guy. We'll touch on him in a minute. We'll touch on him in a minute. But
Yeah,
that midfield now looks completely different from what played on Sunday. Like Conor Gallagher is absolute pants, bro. Him playing DM was one of the what that shocking, absolutely shocking. You've now got Lavia in there, Moises Caicedo and Enzo. That's brute strength, energy, and creativity. That midfield is as solid as any midfield in the Prem now. So now I need to see results. I'm not gonna lie, they need to be winning the league because you can't be 200 million on two
finally
players.
somebody said it. No, Chelsea
You
fans are
have
gonna
to
say we're rebuilding. That's what they told me the
look at
last time they
look at that
spent
squad.
600
I'm just
million.
gonna read out this team here that played on Sunday, and the bench here. I just want to know where this 800 million pounds gone because I just wanted to know. All right, cool. Robert Sanchez, okay.
Yeah.
Axel D. Sassi, the goal scorer, okay. 40-year-old Thiago Silva, didn't spend a penny on him. Levi Colwill, youth product. Enzo, 105 million pounds. Ben Chilwell was there from the Lampard era. That was Lampard signing, okay. Conor Gallagher, garbage, brought Chelsea youth team. Reece
Yeah,
James, captain, Chelsea youth team. Raheem Sterling, what 50 million last year? I think was that. Yeah, that was a
yeah.
Bowie signing. Yeah. Nicholas Jackson, how much they spent for him? I don't know, but a Bowie
About
sign.
30, yeah, deal.
Carney Chuk Wumeka,
Yeah, that's
did
it.
they buy
Chicken
him?
maker.
They buy him,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, from Villa. Yeah, yeah,
from
they did.
Villa. That was like 20 million. That's pocket
Yeah,
change. Pocket change.
yeah.
Okay. Makalo Mudrik, 85 million pound. I've never heard of an 85 million pound player on the bench, but hey. Leslie Kochaku, cool. Another signing. Andre Santos, cool. Lucas Bergstrom, did they buy him? I don't know. Goalkeeper, never heard of him. Noni Adueki, I think he's the guy they got from PSV, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's him. Yeah, they
Yeah,
bought him as well. Bowley hair as well.
yeah. Mason Burstow, I think he's youth team.
Yeah,
Mark Cucurella, Cucumber Man, the most expensive fullback in the history of football.
of the Premier League. Hey, bro, can't even make the team. Can't even play. But
Marlo
yeah,
Gusto, what did they buy him? Probably.
Bowley as well. Yeah, Bowley. Yeah, Bowley.
Never heard of this brother in my
Leon,
life. He, he looks
Leon,
like K Coke with hair. Um, Ian Matson, they buy him too.
Madison. Nah, youth player. He's been on loan. They bought him back in the day, but he's been at the club for a while. He's been out a few loans and that. But yeah,
Someone
well,
tell me where this 800 million pound is, mate, because I can
I
only see
agree with you.
about 100 million of that.
I agree with you, Jay. I agree with you. That's what they're doing. They're just splashing the cash all over the place. They're not fixing the problem.
Where's Fafana? Where's what's the other Monaco man they got? Where's him? Um
Badacelli,
yeah, where's
but
him? Who else they got? Obviously
they got
Nkunku's injured.
loads. They signed two more players from France the other day. Diasia, and the next guy. He came on, didn't he?
I'm just going through the squad here.
He came on.
Madness.
I know they signing
Malang
some
Sarr,
random.
Wesley Fofana, um Badashili,
Yeah, that's the
got
guy.
Casado now. Hakim Ziyech is still on the payroll.
Yeah, but no
Lukaku's still
squad
on the
number.
payroll.
No squad number for both them guys. I
Yeah,
get you though, but that's where most of the money is, Jay. Flops. That's the thing about Chelsea. Chelsea get a lot of players that don't produce, like Cucurella, like you say, for instance. Yeah, it goes under the carpet. But it's here at our club, bro. It gets highlighted because we're the Hollywood of the Prem. So I keep
yeah,
telling man, we're the Hollywood team. So whatever we do, make headlines. If
that
Cucurella was
for
at Man
example,
United for 65 million, he can't get in the team.
getting it,
Okay,
from every fan.
see what I'm
Imagine if
saying, bro?
Harry Maguire was at Chelsea, this wouldn't
Oh
even
my,
be news.
thank you. You get my points at Eric Dyer, Totti, making
Mm,
mistakes week in, week out. It goes under the carpet. I'm telling you,
mm.
bro, these men get away with for years. Chelsea's been doing this, buying flops, and it's nothing. Like, look, everyone's on Anthony, for example. No one talks about Mudrik. It's like you're trying to help him. Yeah, he needs to go under 21s. You weren't saying that when he got signed, bro. You,
Exactly.
you were saying he's gonna take the league by storm. He's gonna rip defenders. He's gonna X, Y, Z. And then
Mm.
now, oh yeah, he needs his confidence back. It's different. It's a difference, Jay. You get what I mean, bro? They will sign man, and you'll be in the stands for weeks and nothing happened. Them things can't happen at Old Trafford, bro. Yeah, I mean, my bro. But good luck to Chelsea. I respect what they're doing. They're buying young talent. Let's see if Poch can bring titles. Because at the end of the day, all this money getting spent, it ain't just for entertainment. You know what I'm
They've
saying?
got to be
Just
making some serious progress ASAP, or Poch will be out of a job.
facts,
Big
100%.
facts. This outlay is crazy. For 800 million in a year is I've never. This is what teams spend over 10 years.
See, that's what they were saying about United, Jay.
And
For
people will get
example,
at United for spending 1 billion over 10 years.
or
There's a
something
team in
like that.
West London that have spent eight
Um,
almost what we've spent in a decade in a year, and no one's really making noise about it. If that was
there you
us,
go. There you go. This is what I always say. Chelsea's a big club, but how big are they? Mm.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're a
Exactly.
big
Yeah.
club, no doubt. Chelsea fans will get at me. They are a big club. For me, they're a massive club. But how big are they, bro? Why aren't these things getting highlighted? Why ain't Chelsea put up there as one of the favourites to win the league, spending on this budget, this recruitment, some of the best players in Europe, brightest talents? Think about it, Jay, man. Come on, man. We need to put a bit of pressure on Chelsea on this pod. Chelsea should be competing for the title this season, without a doubt.
100%. 100%. With the amount of 100%, the amount of money they spent, if United had spent that, we would get slaughtered. If we weren't even in, if we were even in title challenge, we get slaughtered. 800 million.
Telling you.
Madness. Absolute madness. But they've got CAICEDO, Chelsea, and they've hijacked Romeo Lavia from Liverpool. And you could tell on the game on Sunday, Liverpool were crying out for someone in that position, holding mid. I think Cody Gakpo was playing centre mid on Sunday.
McAllister, but yeah,
And McAllister was holding mid. What does this leave Liverpool now? Because
I know,
boy,
it's open. It's not good. The midfield there it's too easy to get through them. They're all good attacking with the ball, but there's no link up. Jota was tired up front. We didn't see Jota in the game. He didn't do nothing, non-existent. It's like he wasn't even playing because there was no connection between the midfield and the striker. Yeah, McAllister could get out wide, feed it to Salah, feed it to Diaz, but that link that they needed, similar to United last night, that link that you need for your striker coming to take it off your midfield, it was just not happening for them. The quality in there was poor, very poor. McAllister tried his best, but Enzo Fernandez outpassed the whole midfield. All of them put together.
Oh yeah, that was a quality performance from Enzo.
You get my point, just to show
performance.
you the difference. One Chelsea player midfield outpassed the whole Liverpool midfield put together in a pot. So it shows you the gulf between the, you know what I'm saying, the midfield, the quality, bro. It's crazy.
I seriously worry for Liverpool. If they can't address that area before the end of the summer window, could be a long season for Liverpool. And I think this could be Klopp's last year. I said it last season that I don't think Klopp's going to be at Liverpool for much longer. He could walk because I know he's been crying out for a centre, a proper. He's got two in centre mids, but I'm sure he wanted Lavia all summer, and Liverpool were haggling, doing the Chelsea approach, trying to go, 5 million short of what Southampton wanted. Chelsea saw what Liverpool trying to do with CAICEDO and said, you know what, we're going to take CAICEDO. You might try, make us pay £150 million for him. You're a dickhead. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take your number one target as well.
I know. Lavia.
Crazy. And wait, I've just got to say this. I think Chelsea might be the first team in Prem history, possibly, with all these signings. At some point, they're just going to have a team full of black players on the pitch. 11 black players on the pitch.
That would never happen, bro. But yeah, I hear you, but that would never happen, bro.
We saying they're going to find their hardest to squeeze Conor Gallagher in there, yeah?
I'm telling you, bro. Chingwell, somebody's going to have to be in there. Like. Just so you know, we're not prejudiced on this podcast. We're just mentioning certain stuff, because it raised eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said in that picture, when Chelsea scored, the average Chelsea fan do not know them guys.
None of them.
None of them guys, bro. Jackson, Chukwuemeka.
If you were to ask a Chelsea fan a year ago,
Mattison, you're thinking, who are these players, bro?
If you asked a Chelsea fan a year ago, who all these players were that they signed, they couldn't even tell you what league they played in.
There you go, my bro.
But now, he's world class. I saw some YouTube videos of Diasse. Yeah, I saw some YouTube videos of him. He's quality on the ball.
Telling you, bro.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
What it is. Big up Chelsea, man. Well done. Entertain us.
Yeah. Yeah, all over to Chelsea now. They've got West Ham at the weekend. Um,
Fool.
but over to Manchester United now. The final game of the weekend. Manchester United won, Wolves nil. A lot to unravel with Manchester United and their performance. We're going to get to Harry Maguire in a minute and his little transfer saga. I don't know if you caught the game. What's your thoughts on performance? Are you just happy United got the 3 points? Anything concerning you? Anything that you praised about United's performance yesterday?
Yeah, let me just get out there. One player for me stood out, and that was Onana, innit? Apart from that, like everyone else could get put in a bin, man. Performance wise, it was rubbish. Result wise, I'll take it all day, bro. Like I've always said, you know me, it's 3 points, 10-0, 1-0, 6-0. What hurts the most is 1-0 because you're in the game to the end because you're believing that you get that goal. I'm telling you. So you see 1-0s are always the worst because you're giving it everything. Bulls are gutted they lost that game. I'm telling you that for a fact. They are gutted they lost that game. They's probably still ruined now, that result. But in terms of United and performance wise, I think that was the worst debut for a number seven in the history of Manchester United. I don't think I've ever seen a number seven played like that before since I've been watching United. It's like he was non-existent. He wasn't even in the game. What was he doing?
Now that you mentioned that, I'm just gonna read you Mr. Mason Mount's stat line in his first
Please do.
competitive start for
Please.
Manchester United.
Please. His
Okay,
debut at home, remember? This is at home.
okay, everyone listening, yeah. Okay, so Mason Mount versus Wolves, 0 goals,
Yeah.
0 assists,
Check.
0 chances created, 0 crosses,
Oh my
0 tackles won,
gosh.
0 accurate crosses,
Oh my
zero
gosh.
aerial duels won.
See what I
You may
mean?
continue. Go ahead.
So what I would like to know is what position was Mason Mount playing? Because I'm confused. I don't know what position he was playing. Where was he playing? He was never there. He was always behind Cunha, running like he's done 50K challenge, bro. Who was trying to catch up? He's never in the right position. He's always behind the player attacking. I'm thinking, is this guy, where is he playing? Like, I'm watching the game thinking, trying to figure it out. What's Ten Hag doing here? Like, Casemiro's by himself. If he gets turned, they're in on us. They're in on our defense.
Yeah.
Where is my next midfielder to go and sit? When I look, Mason Mount's next to Garnacho. Mason Mount's next to Rashford. Mason Mount's next to Anthony. That's what I'm trying to tell, man. But no one's noticing. Mason Mount's over there. He's on the right. He's on the left. He's over. He's always out of position. You don't know what he's doing, Jay. I'm not. I don't want to blame him or pick on him, yeah. But as a United fan, when Ericsson came on the pitch, we had more control. It was less turning and just running at us. It was more out wide in it and crosses. You get it, Jay? They couldn't just penetrate us through the middle anymore because
Mm.
I saw the manager, Casemiro, 2 pivots. He's telling them, stay there because I see what Mount is now. Mount is just gonna do what he wants. And I said this, bro. Mount's just gonna play wherever he wants, Jay. Might be a 10 today, might be an 8 tomorrow, might be a 6 the next day. No word of lie, bro. And this is not me picking on Mark because they was all rubbish, but there was no structure in midfield. It was literally just playing Casemiro and Bruno and Mount, just like two number 10s, basically, because none of them was an 8. At times, Bruno dropped back, but I didn't see Mount. So he was a 10, Dre. That's my analysis of our midfield, innit? But apart from that, I must say resilience was there. I hate to say it's the first game, but heart was there, resilience. Winners find a way. They found a way to win. So I respect my team for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up, but Onana, standout performance for me, man. I know it's controversial. A lot of people are saying that's a penalty, but For me, that's my man of the match, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Where do I begin on that performance yesterday? I'm alarmed.
Wow.
Very alarmed by that performance.
Yeah. Wow.
Just because you know what, I was watching preseason, yeah. I'm like, these guys are not ready. Like you could tell
Mm. Mm.
they're not ready. Like they needed an extra week, maybe 10 days. They needed more. They needed a lot more game time together to work things out. Like playing
True.
60 minutes every other game is not that, nah. And it showed yesterday. On my life, that's one of the worst performances under Ten Hag. That's up
Mm.
there with the Brentford last season,
Brighton, no.
Brighton, City. Nothing will touch the 7-0 against Liverpool. Nothing will touch that. That's disgraceful. But it's up there with that. Because if that was a better team that had a finisher, we would have got battered last night.
Mm.
And that's alarming. And the fact he waited so long, Ten Hag, to change things alarmed me. Like, it's common sense. Like, Casemiro is an experienced pro. Bruno's the captain. Mason Mount is an experienced pro now. Is at his age, he's played pro ball at top level for a decent
Mm.
amount of time now. Between those three can't see what's going on in the game. Those three can't say, you know what, Cass, you need some help. All right. Bruno say to Mason Mount, all right, if you go forward, I'll hold back a bit. If I go forward, you hold back a bit. That's common sense. That's why I was taught in football when I was a youngster. Help out
Yeah.
the guy in the middle, protect him. One of you go up, but like alternate. That's common sense. The way we played, especially in midfield, the way we set up was set up for a disaster. That's like living in a flood risk area and you ain't got flood back. You ain't got flood bags, bro. You just got tin protecting you on the flood bank from when the flood come to your yard and that. I felt it. You know what? I don't even blame the players. I blame Ten Hag for setting them up to play that way, and he set them up to play that way all pre-season. We've looked open in all of our pre-season games. I don't know what he's trying to do, but trying to play Bruno and Mason as
Mount.
2-8s,
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. It's
So I said,
never
Mount
gonna
has to
work
learn fast. He has to learn fast,
because there's
quick.
no discipline, especially even with Bruno.
Yeah.
There's no discipline in his play. Them guys run all over the gaff, trying to hunt down, want to be Mr. United, fight for the badge, hunting down man with the ball. But when you got and constantly they kept getting turned in midfield. And these men are not as strong as some of these guys. That Cunha was bouncing all of these guys off the ball.
Mm.
And Casemiro's out here. It was basically 3 against 1 at times. Casemiro was just lost at sea.
Suppose. Yeah. Suppose by himself. It's just him.
Criminal. Absolutely criminal the way Ten Hag set them up. And I could tell he looked pissed, Ten Hag, but it wasn't more at the players, it's more at himself. Like, okay, this might not work, you know. He had that look on his face. The way he's defending the penalty decision was very sheepish. It wasn't with the confidence of a Ten Hag that I know. It was very like, okay, penalty, yeah, all right, we won the game. He knows that the way he set up the team yesterday was absolutely shocking. And against a half decent team, not even a very good team, a half decent team, we would get spanked. We will get spanked. I rate the players for not giving up, really, and staying in the game. Literally staying in the game. The defense won us the game. I rate that. But at the same point, we're at Old Trafford, we're Manchester United. Onana should have probably only had to make one save all game. But because there was nothing in midfield, he's out here having to look like bloody, I don't know, Dean Henderson at Nottingham Forest last season, making 15 saves. No, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I've got that Mason Mount. I agree with you. the worst number 7 debut in Manchester United history. Facts.
Facts. So you can't
Absolute
change
facts.
it. Yeah, no one can deny that.
He's like I said in the group chat, it's basically like he done a Peloton session on the pitch yesterday. He got his heart rate up, got his steps in, but other than that, I don't know what he was doing on that pitch yesterday. It was like a Croydon Market, Gson Park, mate.
Bro,
Like
Trey, tell
just
me
running
about it, man.
around doing nothing.
Nothing there is stuff. Useless. That's what you call it.
And the worst thing is, he wasn't even the worst player on the pitch, and he done nothing.
Yeah. I hear
I've
you.
got Bruno Fernandes, captain. I said he had his best season in United shirt last year, even though the numbers didn't show it. Showed a lot more responsibility in his performance. Cool. I was all here for it. That performance yesterday, as a captain, and I've got to put him to a higher level standard now because he is captain. I expect performances from your captain. Your captain sets the example for the whole team. He was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But he's one of those players that you have to keep on the pitch. See, if he ever gets subbed, you know he's been terrible. You keep him on the pitch because he creates moments like he did for the goal. Just takes one moment to have a nice weighted pass over the top. Wan-Bissaka squares it. Cool. I'm all right with that. That's what I expect from Bruno. All-round performance, terrible. Absolutely terrible. He's got to show a bit more responsibility. Your captain is the manager on the pitch. You're seeing Casemiro's getting outnumbered in midfield. You've got to have a bit more responsibility. You've got to tell Mason, yo, relax. I'm here. Before you were here, I was the guy that was running around the pitch. You just hold your position and let me do the work in it. Or if you say, you know what, I'll sit and play with you, Cass. Mason, try and make something happen. Didn't do none of that. He wasn't the only one where his touch was betraying him yesterday. A lot of the passes were either undercooked or overhit. It was alarming. But it goes back to my original point. I found a lot of these players are undercooked. They're not ready for the start of the season. And that's not on the players put on Ten Hag. The front three, Garnacho, you've got to learn how to start games now. The whole coming off the bench, being an impact guy, we loved it. It was great. Like, I go back to the game last season when we played Wolves. He came off the bench and won us the game, basically. He squared it for Rashford. He had a tired Nelson Semedo on toast. But yesterday, I think even today, Nelson Semedo is still looking at his back pocket to find where Garnacho is. He took out his keys, his wallet, can't find Garnacho. He must have been lost somewhere. Must be lost in the seam of his jeans because Garnacho couldn't get any change out of Nelson Semedo yesterday. And you could tell that was affecting his performance, where he was trying a bit too hard, way too hard. And I get he's young, but
starting off for
this is the
United.
season now. Yeah, you got to give me more. You've got to give me more because obviously when Højlund's fit or if we can get something out of Martial, Rashford's got the left on lock.
I'm surprised
the
Tenner's never used him there. Just add to what you're saying. I'm surprised Tenner's never moved him there, but we need a striker. The option was on the bench to bring on Martial.
If I'm Garnacho
Yeah.
or Sancho, Palestri, I'm looking on the right hand side and I'm thinking, all I've got to do is play a few good games out on the right, and Anthony's out here because I'm not gonna lie. I try to give players as much time as possible when they first join the club. I give Mason Mount his time. I gave Weghorst his time. Always give players their time. But it's a year now. Anthony's still doing the same nonsense. I'm borderline on the point where I'm about to say Anthony's crap. I'm borderline there. Because he's not giving you anything. giving you glimpses. But like we said, people get on Anthony for £85 million. There's one at Chelsea that sits on the bench. Anthony's playing
Same.
and not what the only thing he's good at is chasing back. And he's Dan James. He plays like Dan James, and I don't want to compare him to
You
that
think
guy.
he's good at chasing
But
back, Jay? I don't even think he does that. Doesn't even chase back. Hardly
it's
tackles.
adequate, innit? It's adequate.
Yeah.
But
Need more.
he's got to start
Need more.
delivering soon, or boy, it's like
Who's
that right hand
who's
side
pushing him?
that
Palestri.
disabled me.
You rather Palestri though? Do you think we need one more in the mix? Where's
Hey,
Ahmad? Why
I
aren't
think
we throwing him in
Palestri
there?
he's injured, innit? Ahmad's injured, innit?
Oh yeah.
Injured in pre-season. I wouldn't trust Ahmad yet because I don't care what the championship's not the same as the Premier League. I
hear
think he
you,
needs
but
to go out to
throw
a
him
Premier
out
League
there and
club.
see what he can do, innit? Have a look at him, man. I think he should get a look
But
in
he's
at least.
direct.
Yeah,
Palestri's direct.
exactly. Give them a look in, man. If not, we
I'm
just
not.
get rid of him. Ain't got no time no more, Jay. Look at our rivals. They're setting
Where
up
is the
nice.
Anthony? Where's the
Mm.
Anthony that I was watching YouTube clips of? That was dusting, man, doing flicks and tricks, all of that. I just look at a guy that he's literally a defensive winner. Like he might as well play fullback or wingback because he does nothing going forward. His decision making is poor. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does.
Don't get too hard on them, Jay. It's only one game.
I don't know what he does.
No, I know,
I don't.
I
It's
know what
been a
you're
year.
saying. You want more. You want to see more, but I wouldn't
I need to see
like
more.
put them on the guillotine for now, bro. I would just say it can't get any worse from here, so it can only get better. And the opponent gets better, so we need to get better. You know what I mean? It's good that we start like that. Look at it like this. A year ago, we got slapped at home. There was fans throwing their kits at the team, embarrassed. Think about it, bro. So we've come a long way. Ain't the performance what we wanted, but it's the result that we wanted. So at the end of the day, like I say, I look at it like this. Can't get any worse than this. Build from this. We need to learn quick. Mason Mount needs to learn the position, Drake. I'm not picking on him because I've always crucified Mount at Chelsea, but if he brings that same Chelsea attitude, he's on the free kicks, he's on the corners. I said this before the season started. If he brings that same attitude, we're gonna suffer. He's never held accountable. For the whole night, yeah, we're suffering in midfield. I didn't hear one commentator mention
Yeah, he needs
where's
to drop.
Mason Mount? Yeah, where's Mason Mount? You know what they said when him and Garnacho got subbed? Uh Garnacho's been poor tonight. Fair enough on the kid, he's had a rough night. But you know what they said about Mason Mount? Mason, not so bad. He ain't started a Premier League game in 3 months. This man, bro, it's the wording. It shows me, yeah, that this guy can never do nothing wrong, Drake. So we're gonna have to get used to that as United fans, yeah. It's never gonna be Mount. I'm just telling you from now. It's always gonna be the people
Oh
around
yeah,
him.
someone else is gonna get the blame.
Yeah, bro. So he has to learn that position real quick because the manager loves him. Don't ask me why he stayed on the pitch that long because he was doing nothing. He was offering nothing, and we had Ericsson on the bench. So me
I
should have been
take it
stopped.
Mason Mount is the replacement for Fred. And if that's the case, then you
Is
might
he?
as well keep Fred
That's what I said to you,
because
bro. Bro, I don't think he's a replacement for
Fred is
Fred
a bit.
personally. I don't think
Fred's a
he is.
bit kamikaze. I know Fred's a
Mm,
bit kamikaze, but there is positional discipline to the way Fred plays,
yeah,
and
I
he's
agree.
industrious. He
He's
gets about the pitch
tactically
and he
aware.
wins his tackles. I
Tackles.
don't know what if I'm assuming he's meant to be Fred, but a bit further advanced.
I
Like
don't
I
think,
said,
in my opinion, but yeah, go on, bro.
I don't. After the first, I can't blame. I can't blame the players for how bad they played. It's the way they were set up to play, and I
Exactly. The
have to
instructions.
blame Ten Hag.
Yeah, commander in chief.
I
That's where the
have to,
instructions
yeah,
came
like
from.
I have
Yeah.
to. I think I could tell by his face he knows he got it wrong, and he got away with that result last night. 100%,
Mm.
110%. He knows he got away with it last night. He's now thinking, how do I get the best out of Mason and Bruno together? One's got to play deeper. And I know for a fact, I can tell with Bruno, he's got that ego. He wants to be a part of the big moments in the game. Like, he wants to be the man. He don't want to be playing next to Casemiro, doing Casemiro's running, because Casemiro can't run. We saw that last night. Go if you get past Casemiro, he ain't clamping, he ain't getting you back. He ain't chasing you. He could barely walk, let alone run. Fred don't, I mean, Bruno don't want to be doing that. Mason ain't got no discipline, clearly, or he's got to
Facts.
develop that within the next week.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta
Because
learn it. Tactical awareness, man,
James
in this game.
Madison, James Madison's gonna have an absolute field day. Any midfield in the Prem will have a field day with that midfield trio because they're weak. No discipline, no legs. Any midfield trio.
Jay,
Any
I hear you, bro. But you gotta understand as well, yeah. We gotta like keep the team balanced. See Wolves, yeah, they sit deep. They sit deep. They gave us the ball. We was just not good enough in possession. You see on the counter, we will be open like that. But you see against Tottenham, we won't be because we're playing away, yeah. And also you gotta understand Tottenham has to come at us. They're at home. So they can't just sit deep like Wolves did. You know what I mean? That's where it all started from, Jay. Because this is why Mason Mount and Bruno are high up the pitch because the players distributing the ball, they're trying to pick up positions. But like I say, Mason Mount's always standing next to people. He doesn't know how to find pockets, bro, or he's getting in Bruno's way. I'm telling you, bro. So he has to know where to go, positional sense. Like Ericsson is an intelligent footballer, bro. Soon as he came on the pitch, yeah, it was more
he knew
control
where
in
to go.
midfield.
He
That's
knew
my
where to
point.
go.
Like Mason Mount's not naturally like that. I've seen this in preseason anyway. Sometimes he's right next to the striker, bro. Might as well say he's a 10. See Mason
I
Mount.
think the worst thing United did was give that man a number 7 shirt, you know.
Bro, I said it. I'm
Worst.
not picking on
I
him.
think he's
I'm trying to
gassed him.
support him, but we need a new signing quick, and that signing should be Amrabat. I'm telling you for a fact, with Mason Mount, yeah, we definitely need two pivot, bro. Because Mount's gonna be all over the gaff, bro. All over. When it
I'm
comes
not
off,
gonna
it's
lie,
gonna be
yeah.
brilliant. But when it
Mm.
on the counter, we're open. 100.
I think we need 2 centre mids. If we can get rid of McTominay, I'm happy. I think we need Amrabat and I'll take Onana from Everton. We just need a bit of strength in the midfield
Yeah.
and someone that's a bit box to box. I'd even slap Mason out on the right, you know.
Yeah, that's my point. You could put him out
I'll slap
anywhere.
him out wide on the right. On the right,
I
he
didn't
can
want
do
him
the
to.
running from there. Come inside, do what you want. But that midfield, Casemiro needs help, mate. And
I know you say it's not
I don't
help,
even want to keep harping
Jay.
on about that.
I know. Don't overdo it when it's too bad, or don't go. You know what I'm saying when it's too good. Yeah, let's just try and be balanced. I hear you, Jay. It's because we didn't take care of the ball well enough. We kept losing the
But
ball
it's
for
for
them
the
to
whole
drive
pre-season.
at Cassie. To drive at Cassie, Garnacho, his touch wasn't on point. Mason could have taken nothing that was fired into him and feet kept bouncing off him, or the players kept stepping in front of him and winning it. So on the counter now, Casemiro is exposed because we didn't look after the football, bro. We was rubbish in possession. I'm telling you, Jay, I expect better things next week. I really do, bro. I really do expect better next week. I'm not gonna lie, but bro, you said a valid point. It's the manager, innit? Manager needs to go do his work, what he gets paid for, come up with something else. But my criticism of tenors from day one, bro, too open, bro. It's too open. His football's too open. I've said this even when we won. I
It's
said the way how he plays, it's too open.
you know what? His football's very like Marcelo Bielsa like, where it's man v man, and if you got to win your individual duel, and if you don't win your individual duel, you're
Could
snookered.
be,
And if a
yeah,
few
that's my
man
point.
don't win their individual duels, it's peak. You're open, like you just said, you're completely open. So you're gonna get those games where we get slapped 4 or 5 because 3 or 4 man are are having a bad day at the office, basically.
Yeah,
And that
that's it.
there's got to be some sort of structure. Like Steve McLaren is his number 2. Like he's an experienced manager. He needs to be saying to him, okay, this is the Premier League, this ain't FC20 in Groningen. Like
Mm,
even the decent teams could slap you in this league. You
yeah,
can't be as open as that. Like there's got to be a
can't.
bit of
Structure,
structure.
discipline. I agree.
Exactly.
But
You can't that formation yesterday was literally 4-1-5. Like it was crazy.
at times, yeah, you're right, Drake.
Yeah, it was crazy.
How high Mount was and how wide
Banking on
Bruno was.
you're banking on Bruno and Mount to win their individual battles. But when you're playing against Cunha and Lamina and they're winning them, you're snookered. You're absolutely snookered because Casemiro is literally 3 man he's up against.
Exactly. That's got
And
legs on
and
him, skill, good, technically good players. All of them players. Nunes, ballers, man, baller.
it was alarming. It was very alarming. But at least that's the first game, and not we're in August and we're not in April, and that's happening. So I've got to touch on Rashford as well. Shocking, shocking. I was a bit surprised he came off, to be honest. Some people laughed him in preseason, saying his first touch went there, whatever. But he doesn't look ready at all. He looks like he needed a couple of games extra before the start of the season. And again, that goes to Ten Hag. Like, when you look at preseason last season, he played his strongest 11 every game in preseason. Well, until Martial got injured last game of preseason, but that was the strongest team. The team that started that game against Brighton played every preseason game. It's all good playing these youngsters in preseason, but if they're not going to be factored into the first 11, there was no point in taking these guys to America, mate. None.
Mm.
All these Joe Hugels, Johnny Evans, Daniel Gore, and all these guys, if they're not going to be part of the first team, keep them in Carrington, mate. Valuable time was missed, giving these guys game time, playing 45 minutes here. No. Vital chemistry was missed because you have to understand it. Like it's not like a year ago we were starting with McTominay and Fred. They're both rubbish, but they both know each other's game.
Mm.
Casemiro's playing next to Mount. Mount don't know the United system. That needed as much time as possible for it to bed in.
Yeah.
You could show these guys. These guys looked like 11 strangers yesterday.
Yeah,
11
I hear you.
complete
I hear
strangers,
you
and it
at
was
times,
alarming.
isn't it? At times, but
It's
to
alarming.
get
But
back to your Rashi point before we move on, because people are gonna say, yeah, what's Ron's comment about Rashi? See me, I judge my strikers off chances, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if they don't get the supply, they're gonna have a bad game. If they get the supply and they don't score, then you have a rubbish game in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, but see Rashi J, yeah, he's not one like a Jackson at Chelsea. He's not gonna make the runs in the channels. You know, he's gonna collect the ball where he wants it. You know what I
mm,
mean? He's not what I would call an honest striker. See, like Jackson, he's gonna run all day long, so the outlet's there. You get my point?
yeah,
Like that's Rasmus. See when Rasmus comes, because they're strikers naturally. See, Rashi, he's not. He's not a centre forward. He's just doing a job. So when we get Rasmus, it's a different way of playing. I'm telling you, Jay, Rasmus is always going to be there as an outlet. He's always going to be there. He always wants every ball. You know what I'm saying? That's the sign of a proper striker. He wants every ball in every motion, every action from the midfield. He's offering you something. You know what I'm saying? He's making a run. He's doing something. He's dragging a player away. He's there for an outlet to hold it up. We need that. That's the biggest criticism of Rashi from day one. When he plays striker, if he don't score, what does he do? You get it, like because he's not really a striker. Like Jackson, he missed a sitter against Liverpool, but everyone forget because of his work ethic, ethic, ethic. You get what I'm saying, Dre? What he done in the game, link up play, running here, running there, closing down, being a threat. But he missed a sitter, bro. 6 yards out, he skied it.
this is why I
You know what I'm
say
saying?
I've always said
Yeah.
Rashford is a moments player. Like
Now, when he plays striker, if you don't score, he's not gonna give you that work. Like for a Jackson, for example. Yeah.
If he gets the chance, to me, I've learned to judge Rashford by the chances he gets, not by what he does, because he don't even track back. He barely does that. So I'm not expecting nothing work rate rise from Rashford. I know what to expect from Rashford now. When you get the chances, got to score. He
Mm.
only had one chance yesterday.
The header.
One chance yesterday. Could have done more of it.
Handball.
He was through the goal. Could have done more of it. Okay. The link up play, I don't know why people are expecting link up play from a man. I've been saying for years, he's not a number 9. He
Yeah,
can't
it's not
do the
natural.
basics of a link up play. He can't do it.
Naturally. It don't come
He needs
naturally
to
to him.
play. He needs to play
Facing it.
basic goal
Yeah,
with
yeah.
grass
I
in front
agree.
of him. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I agree still. It's facts, Jay. It's facts.
I don't want to get at Rashford. I'm not going to get at Rashford because he never got anything yesterday. The supply, and there was times when he was opener. There was one chance when Garnacho could have played it in, but
Mm.
Garnacho, for some reason, turned back and passed it all the way back to Rafael Varane. And you could see Rashford was shouting at Garnacho, "What you doing? I'm here." It's stuff like that. So I don't blame him for yesterday's performance. Going forward, he like preseason he played Ten Hag played Sancho in the false 9 and looked
Mm.
okay. It looked better than Rashford playing up front. To me, play Rashford where he needs to be playing, out wide.
I agree. Well,
Out
he used to
wide.
do a job for the teams at times. I accept it. But for me, I was surprised he didn't even go on the left for the whole game. I'm surprised the manager didn't even give the guy a chance to take some later on. Like get him in the
Mm.
1v1. Like, but there you go. It's the manager makes
But
the
I
decisions,
rate
bro.
wait, Sancho came on and did a decent job. He was more of a threat. He was very direct, which I haven't seen from Sancho in a minute. So, okay, well done, Sancho.
Yeah,
He did change the game. Him and Ericsson added
Ericsson.
a bit when they came on. But yeah, yesterday's game is 95% of it is to blame on Eric Ten Hag because the setup was just. It reminded
Off.
me of start of the game last season when we played against Brighton at home and he played Christian Eriksen up front. It just reminded me of the stupidness of that. Like, what was he trying to achieve? But 37 games to go.
Yeah,
Ten Hag has my trust,
yeah. I
but there
love
needs to
that.
be significant improvement, especially the first 2 away games before the international break are trips to North London.
Oof.
I think
No
we'll beat
games.
Tottenham. I thought we'll beat
Yeah,
Tottenham. But it's
better
that
be.
game against Arsenal, which is the benchmark game. If we can if we can go into international break with 10 points minimum, then we've done our job. Regardless of performances. Performances will improve as the season goes along.
Yeah,
Touch wood.
that's the aim. Yeah,
But points on the board. I think it's going to be a
start
season where
matters.
if you have a good
Yeah,
start,
yeah.
you know what I mean. But we'll move from off the pitch on the pitch matters to off the pitch matters. Transfers out. End of last week, we thought the end of Harry Maguire at Manchester United was coming, but it's been revealed
Oof.
today that his £30 million transfer to West Ham has been called off, fallen through. A lot been said, some saying that he was asking for a payout from Manchester United. That's what was delaying the deal over the weekend. Some saying he was asking for 15 million, some saying he was asking for 7 million. Word come out of Harry Maguire's camp this evening is that he didn't even agree personal terms, never spoken to Moyes, never close to leaving. What's your thoughts on Harry Maguire appearing like he's going to stay at Manchester United? Do you think the transfer will happen eventually, or we're stuck with big old Slabhead?
I think personally the door's still open. It's a negotiation, isn't it? People needs legs to stand on. Once a club accepts a bid for you, that's a statement from the club that we're willing to let you go. You know what I mean? Like we don't. we're not planning for you. You're not a part of the plans. You're susceptible to requirements. That's the way I say it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? So you as a player, you should take that on now with your agent and try and find the best deal, the best situation for you for your future. Because you got to secure your future as a footballer. And to let go of what you already got signed off, paid, you know what I mean? It's very hard. It's not for him to leave, it was never gonna be an overnight thing, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? It was always gonna be a challenge getting rid of Harry. But I think West Ham will come back in. I really do. It's just for United to sort out a package for a minute. Just give him 10% of the sign-on fee, man. You know what I mean? Get the money off West Ham. Negotiate the payoff from West Ham and just give him a part of that. Put another 10 million on the price. You know what I'm saying? They was too eager to let him go. They accepted the 30 million just like that. You know what I'm
You
saying,
say
bro?
Ten Hag went
They-
to Mitch was like, yeah, just take the 30 million, huh? Yeah, take the 30 million, huh? I want him gone,
yeah, bro.
huh?
Come on. I personally think the door's still open for him to leave. It's very clear that he has to leave, Dre. It's just the negotiations have stumbled a bit, but there's still time. There's still time.
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, allegedly, he's holding out for Real Madrid. Apparently, they've got interest in Harry Maguire because Militao's out for it looks like the season.
Please. What's
I
that
don't
alone?
believe that one bit.
What's that? What's that, bro?
If
Alone
that
can
ever
say or not.
happens, oh my goodness, football's in the bin. La Liga's in the bin. Man,
You never know. Football's a weird thing, but I can't see it,
it
bro.
is.
I can't see it.
It
I
is.
can't
But
see that one happening.
one thing I will say is that we were saying it before we come on live on air. He's on what 200 bags a week.
Yeah,
A lot of players have lavish lifestyles. I don't know Harry Maguire's lifestyle, but if I'm on 200 bags a week, I'm living a pretty lavish lifestyle.
definitely.
If he goes to West Ham, he's going to be on £100,000 a week. That is a 50% pay decrease.
I get you.
I don't know about the average man, but if someone halves my salary by 50%, I'm going to feel it.
100%.
Beyond going
Definitely.
to feel it.
Change your
Beyond
life,
going
innit?
to
It's life changing.
exactly. That's life changing. We can all say they're living lavish lifestyles, footballers, and they should afford it. But if you're living a certain way on a £200,000 salary, for that to then be dropped to £100,000, that's a big hit.
Mm,
That's a huge hit.
definitely.
And I don't know. I don't question the man. I don't question his ability to be playing football, but at the same time, you need to be rightly compensated because that's a huge hit.
True. True.
That's a huge hit. So he's probably gone to West Ham like, okay, I'm on this here, I'm on this there. What can you do? Like I don't know, what they call them, added clauses,
Mm,
incentives. West Ham probably
yeah.
said no.
Bonuses, add-ons.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
bonuses, all of
saying?
that.
Yeah.
West Ham probably said no, we can't afford it.
Can't afford
All
you
right.
to
He went
guarantee you
back to
that.
United. He went back to United, and I don't blame him. He went back to United and said, okay, I'm on this. This is what they're offering me. I'm taking this amount of a deficit on what I'm being paid here. I need to be compensated. They're not paying me here, so I need a payout. Like, okay, they probably negotiate. All right, you could either pay half my salary, whatever, for the remainder of my United contract, which is 2 years, and then whatever gets whatever with West Ham over the rest of my contract. United might have said no. And Maguire goes, all right, cool. Pay me out the rest of my contract. Whether it's, I don't think it's 7 million, £100,000. It probably is close to 15 million. 250, yeah, 200 bags a week. What's he got? 2 years left? That's
Yeah,
probably
they're
close
gonna
to 50.
no, they're gonna pay him
It's
half
probably
of that, man. Like you say, in it, half of that, which is the 6-7. That's what he asked for, or allegedly.
15. 15,
Yeah,
7. Who knows?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
United said, I know the man probably wants to play because he wants to play. Euros coming up. He's England's starting centre back. But if I'm someone, I've always say, In football, in sport, you either win and get paid, or you get paid.
Mm. It's your
No matter
career.
what, you get paid for your services.
Mm.
I, a lot of United fans are calling Harry Maguire selfish. Kind
Yeah.
of agree because you're holding up Man United's business, but at the same time, United need to do right by Harry Maguire. Pay him what he's owed, and then take the hit. You've already taken a what's it, a 50 million
Jay,
hit on Harry Maguire
Jay.
already.
But why can I just add a comment? Yeah. Why do we always get in these positions where we have to pay players to leave? I said this about Harry, said
You're
about
paying
Bailly.
the
I
sins.
can tell
Of,
these man, they have no ambition. They will do that, Dre.
but what? What?
They will get a bid accepted and not negotiate to leave the club. They will be negotiating with their own club more than they negotiate with the buying club. Do you get? Harry Maguire is
We're
locked in
paying for the
negotiations.
sins of Ed Woodward. Simple.
He's more locked in the negotiations with Man United about
Man
this
United.
payoff. Thank you. When you should be over here accepting this new salary from West Ham. You're more concerned about over here. I hate players like that. Sorry, man. Hate's a strong word, but players like that do my head in. Like, you know what I'm saying? They grind my gears because if you're at a club, this is your career. You should be ambitious. You should have ambition. Your ambition shouldn't be to fight for a place at United. You was club captain. You came in for 80 million. It's just downhill for you. It's time you go, bro. You've won a trophy. Just go. Do what Fred done. And I respect Freddie. Big up, man. Love Freddie for the services. You know, like I've always said Fred, I like Fred. Having a man like that in your team, it's good for team spirit. But Harry Maguire is not good for the team spirit, mate. You're not. You're
Oh,
not. You're not.
absolutely not.
You get my point. You're a dampener on the club now. This is gonna follow us. Oh, is Harry leaving? Is Harry staying? And it's like a
Yeah.
dark cloud just follows him, Jay. Yeah, he's prone, mistake prone. You know what I mean, bro? He's a howler, man. Straight up and down. He's a howler, man, bro. When you see Harry Maguire, howler's coming sooner or later, bro.
Oh,
You know
100%.
what I'm trying to say, bro? So
I don't,
it's just I don't need that around the club. The club don't need all of
mm,
that no more, man. We're moving on. So to balance for me, Harry should go. And I think it's not dead.
100%.
So keep your eye on that one. I think he might still leave.
Yeah. And
Trust me. It's just
just to piggyback off what you were saying about the atmosphere at the club now, he's now creating a situation, like you said, where all the attention's now going to be on him.
thank you.
Where
He doesn't
it just
need that.
reminds me of the Ronaldo situation last year. Like
Damn
roles
man.
reversed. Ronaldo wanted to leave. We didn't. Whatever. It was a cloud. It was a big cloud.
Just follows.
The Harry Maguire thing is now going to be a big cloud, especially. I think Martinez is injured. I don't know how serious it is, but if Lindelof plays and Lindelof makes a mistake, the first thing
Mm,
everyone's going to say, why ain't Harry Maguire playing?
his chance. Oh, he did this for England. He does that
Look
for
how they, bro. The moment Onana makes a mistake, the first thing they're going to bring up is, oh, he thinks he's Billy Big Bollocks. He could moan at Harry Maguire in pre-season, but sort out your own game. You see, if
yeah.
he gave away a penalty last night, that's all they would have been saying.
Slam killed,
This guy's
hammered in the
protected.
papers. Hammered.
Oh, 100%. Harry Maguire's
I agree.
protected. Me personally, I think he's a scumbag, Harry Maguire. More, I
Allegedly.
don't blame him for getting his money. I don't blame him for getting
Yeah,
his money.
yeah,
Get your money. It's
yeah.
yours.
Now
Cool.
that's just
There's
greed,
other.
Jay. But the,
At the end
for
of the
me, it's
day,
just greedy. It's just greedy, bro. For me, just go, just leave.
I don't blame. I don't blame. It's United created this culture in it, so I don't blame him. One thing that I will say about Harry Maguire, what I don't like, is that I know for a fact he leaked to the press about him losing the captaincy. Because I've never heard any other club where the guy that's been removed as captain's releasing to social media after talks with Eric Ten Hag, or I've been removed as captain. We've both mutually agreed it's best. Never heard of that at any other club.
I know you're saying the captain just get changed, bro.
Never heard of that at
This is
any
why I
other
don't
club.
like too much British players in my team, Jay. And I say it to you because they get treated differently. Differently, bro. Like you said,
Facts.
captain changes at Arsenal. I didn't see no
Nothing. You don't
statement
hear.
saying.
So,
That's what I'm
I
trying
didn't hear
to.
nothing from Jacko saying, "Oh,
There you go,
United
my
had to
bro.
release something in the press a couple of
Thank
hours
you.
later, which they didn't want to do to clarify what happened."
With Harry
Like,
Maguire, it's too much.
if I'm Harry Maguire, yeah, and this has come from my standpoint, yeah, I understand the whole money thing, whatever. You didn't hardly played last season. Bruno was the captain, pretty much.
Mm,
You've been removed as captain. Bruno is now the captain. You barely played with the starting 11 during pre-season. You were playing with the youngsters.
exactly.
That's
So
another
that's a
sign.
statement.
I'm
That's a
saying you are
statement.
not the guy.
Yeah.
Even last season, when Varane was injured or Martinez was out, Lindelof played instead of me.
Mm. And Luke Shaw,
Times
just to add that.
Shaw,
Yeah.
Luke Shaw played it. I am the fifth choice centre back for
Wow.
Manchester United. I am the club captain. I am now removed as club captain. They've accepted a £30 million bid for me. 4 years ago, I went for £80 million. They're taking a £50 million hit. They just accepted the bid. That's how I see it. They accepted the bid. Something in my like, how could you in your head feel like you're gonna ever get playing time? They already had replacements lined up for you. As soon as you confirmed and signed that contract, Benjamin Pavard was on his way to Manchester, Stretford Airport, wherever the airport is.
telling
He
you,
was on his way.
telling you, bro. Can't wait, man. Harry,
And
man, just free
now,
up the thing, man. Come on.
and he knows Manchester United's transfer business at this point now is activated by players leaving.
Mm,
So you're holding up Man United for money. You're holding up Manchester United's transfer business. The players now think you're an absolute scumbag because the
yeah,
players know more players need to come in, and that's reliant on players leaving. You could leave. You don't want to leave. The players, I know these players know he's not good enough to play for Man United.
yeah.
I
Come
can
on.
see it in some of these players' faces.
Facts. Yeah.
He's cost Manchester United a lot of games. He cost United possibly the Europa League. Actually, he did cost Manchester United the Europa League. How can you go into training every day and think like, raw, I'm a Manchester United player. I can win my play. He must live in a delusional land in his head. He must be delusional.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, bro.
The players are going to stop liking him. He's going to create a nasty tension at Carrington. And it's, when he comes on for Manchester United, especially if we're in a sticky situation, he's going to get booed.
He's already been booed in preseason.
But at
He's
Old
already been
Trafford, he
booed.
might get booed and he's going to create such a toxic atmosphere at Old Trafford. It's not needed. It's best that he
Thank you.
just goes and we can move on. Thanks for whatever. Not even thanks because he didn't do nothing in United. His best game in United shirt was his debut. That's it. He's been rubbish ever since. Just leave. Thank you. Take your money. Go. We can move on.
Yeah,
But
we'll pay him. We'll pay him. I've said this for years ago. You know, I've always said this. We'll pay him and he'll leave, Trey. Trust me, bro. I think he will. Just keep an eye on that, man. Trust me.
we'll see. We will see. But keeping in theme with the transfer talk. Before we go on to our next subject now, big up Dwayne Thompson. He's back in the chat again this week. This is Hey Dre, Ronaldo, bless up.
Don't know.
Bit controversial here. He said Mason Mount and Harry Kane have white privilege. If their man was not
Oh,
British, they wouldn't get any game time. Hey, that's a conversation for other podcasts. We keep it neutral
yeah.
here.
Keep it neutral
Yeah,
here,
I
but
mean,
thank for your
keep it
comments,
neutral
but
here.
just try to
Thanks,
keep
yeah,
them
of course.
balanced, Dwayne, yeah?
Yeah,
Don't know.
yeah.
Keep them, balance.
Leave that
Don't know.
talk there for question time, mate. Let them man there talk about, privileges.
yeah. Love Dwayne.
Move
Bless
it,
up,
move
man.
it. Bless up for the chat as always, Dwayne. Moving on, big transfer announced today. I know we said a week ago about Saudi Arabia, and it's going to take a marquee transfer for eyes to be firmly placed on Saudi Arabia. I thought it was going to take a while, maybe a year or two.
Yeah. I
8
told you,
days.
pal.
8
A week.
days.
And it's still open. Still open
I
till
know their
September.
transfer window doesn't end till September.
Mate,
Neymar Jr. signed a 2-year deal with I don't know what club he signed.
how
Is it
Hilal,
Al
Hilal,
Hilal?
yeah,
Al Hilal.
Hilal,
Al
Hilal,
Hilal
Al Hilal.
of
That's
Saudi
it.
Arabia.
The blue one. Put
Um,
that the blue one. The kits, the
what
colours,
team
yeah.
is that? What team? What
Koulibaly's team.
team? Who plays? I don't
Koulibaly.
know what.
The blue one, Al Hilal, man. They played Ronaldo's team in the final the other day. They lost.
Oh, they
They
lost in
had
it. Yeah.
chances though,
So,
yeah.
so
That was a good
who else is on
game.
that team? Koulibaly and
Let's
who?
talk Koulibaly, Savic, from Lazio. That
That's
guy,
yeah.
what's his name? That midfielder. He's a
Milinkovic
baller,
Savic. Oh,
And
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he
Milinkovic
got
Savic. Yeah.
he got player of the game, man of the match, but don't ask me how. Ronaldo scored 2, they won. Hey, big up CR7, man. I'm a fan of this guy. This guy is a big game player. Doesn't matter where he's playing, he does the business, Dre. I have to give it to him.
It's facts.
But
That is big facts.
and also they had a good team. They had Merman from Neves. They had ballers in there, Jay. Al Hilal, that team that um Neymar's going to. They got ballers. All them teams, they look familiar, bro. There'll be one, two
I
Saudi man in there, but they look familiar, bro. They got
I
ballers we
watched the
know.
highlights of Firmino's team because Firmino's got
Ho, ho, ho.
him, Saint Maximin, and it was someone else because them three were linking up. Boy, they
Mahrez, I
were
think.
playing ball. Mahrez, yeah. I don't know. I can't remember what their team's name is, but they were playing ball.
I'm
I'm
telling
not
you
gonna
that
lie. I'm
league.
gonna be watching
Yeah.
the Saudi league. I'm gonna be watching the
Same here.
Saudi
I've
league.
been watching it already, bro. I'm telling man, the Saudi league
I
is
might
on
have
it.
to get that. Well, I'm
You
not
you
paying for the
will
zone. Well, let me
occasionally
not say
see
that.
a man. You might occasionally see a man kick a ball out the stadium, but you don't know, bro. I see, I see a man got. I see a man got 1-on-1 the other day. That brother that played for Saudi Arabia, yeah, he's a baller
Mhm.
though. You know that skill brother, number 10, yeah.
Mm.
He plays for
Yeah,
Al Hilal as well, bro. He done a 1-2, J. Him and the keeper 1-on-1, man, skied it, bro. When I say sky, yeah, bro, I'm not talking about a rugby goal sky. I'm talking about at the stadium sky. Bro, I said, he was looking at the pitch now. I was thinking, bro, that ain't the pitch, bro. That is not the pitch, bro. Trust me, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they've got my interest now. They've got my attention. They've got my
Yeah.
attention. I'm gonna start watching the Saudi
Let's
league
let's break
because
down this transfer, Jay.
yeah,
Let's
go
break
ahead.
down this transfer because I don't think you actually know the ins and outs. Yeah. For every post that he makes, yeah, he's getting 500,000.
But every
He's got
post
a
he
private
does
jet.
promote in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi, so yeah, Saudi. Not even just the league, just Saudi.
Saudi.
We have to get that in there, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. And also, my bro, yeah, this guy has got a private jet on standby for whenever he wants. So if he needs to party, you can't be doing certain things in
Mm,
Saudi. And Neymar likes to party, innit? You know what I mean?
mm.
So the private jet is there, bro. And
I respect it.
he's getting 180 million 2-year contract. So that's roughly like 90 mil. Yeah, Jay, why can you turn that down? Your career is short, bro. It's like Benzi. I said, man's getting
100%.
100 mil. Come on, man. These
And what we need to
opportunities.
remember with Neymar, yeah, he's won everything. The only thing he ain't won is the World Cup. So
Thank you. And he would definitely stay
I
fit
don't knock it.
playing down there. So he'd be at the next World Cup. Tell you that. No, the one's there, bro.
I
Because
don't knock it. Like, and this is what I'm saying. These guys are from the favelas of Brazil.
thank
They
you,
know
Jay.
they ain't getting this money again.
Get facts. You
They're
can't. You
taking
can't.
it.
You
I don't.
have to
I'm
respect it.
not against it. I'm not
You have
against
to respect it,
Neymar.
bro.
Get your money.
I agree, man. I
I'm
agree.
not against.
And
I'm not
also, you
against it
gotta
at all.
remember, yeah, Jay, yeah, not cutting you, yeah, the dynamics. Mbappe doesn't like Neymar, innit? As soon as Neymar agreed, yeah, when the transfer broke, yeah,
Mbappe
because
wants to stay.
I got a wind of it before it broke a few weeks that he's definitely going, yeah. Mbappe's reintroduced back into the team. He's all smiles now. He's chilling in the stadium with
Mm.
Dembele. Welcome home, brother. All of
Yeah,
this.
I see that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. So it shows that these man was never a Neymar like the post, innit?
Never.
That
Yeah.
Fabrizio post about, you know what I mean, him and Mbappe not getting along. He liked it. So he shows these behind the scenes there was stuff brewing, you know what I mean? So I think Neymar
Mm.
is gonna give what you said, Dre. It's gonna give the league that what's the word? That looking for the youngers, because you know the youngsters,
A
it's
bit
all
of
about
stardust now. Yeah.
yeah, bro. Saudi league's definitely on the next FIFA. Stay true.
Well, it's been on
Saudi
FIFA, but now it's proper now. Yeah, now it's proper.
it's
They've got
been
all
on.
the teams on FIFA now. They probably had like one or two, like El Etifak and
Ah,
Al
right. That's
Hilal.
my
But
point.
all the teams
Yeah.
are on there now.
No.
All the teams are on there now.
Thank you, bro. It's
Al
gonna get a little
Giraffe, Gerard's team. Yeah, all of them.
bro, it's not called Al
That's the name
Giraffe.
of our team.
No, it's not.
That's
It's,
Gerard's team, isn't it?
no, bro, it's called El Faculty or something like that. Bro, man's
Oh,
gotta learn
sorry.
the
I did
names.
think it was Al Giraffe.
Man's
Yeah.
gotta learn the
Let me get
names
the
and
names
start
up. I'm
pronouncing.
gonna learn
Yeah,
the
bro.
names right now. Hold on.
This
Let me.
Saudi
'Cause
thing
I
is
don't want to take
taking
the
over.
piss.
Bro, they're not done
Saudi
yet, you
Pro
know.
League teams.
They're not
They're
done
not.
yet.
And you know
They're
the
not.
president of that league is the ex football director of Chelsea, Michael Emenalo.
Oh my gosh. That Emilio
And
guy,
you know what he
Elamano.
said? When I heard that, yeah, I was like, Emenalo, I was like, oh boy. And he goes, what I said to Ronaldo when he came, I wasn't joking. We're here, we're not going nowhere. We're here to be a real force in football. This is just the start. It's gonna get peaked. They got Neymar. Don't be surprised if when Haaland's done with City, he doesn't say because Mbappe will end up going to Real Madrid eventually.
Facts.
Where's Haaland gonna go? Where's Haaland gonna go other than Real Madrid? Barca ain't got no money or Saudi.
So
And
I'm
if
saying,
Haaland
bro.
goes to Saudi, Saudi's
He
a real
said,
option now. That's literally a
yeah,
real option.
bro,
It's literally Premier
FIFA,
League, La Liga, and then probably go Saudi if you want to
Saudi.
get paid.
Now I hear you, but Rio Ferdinand made a brilliant statement. He said it the right way. He said if he was young in his 20s, just starting out, he wouldn't consider it because he wanted to win trophies. But he's saying in his
Mm.
mid 20s, coming up to his 30s, he would have definitely went
Oh
Saudi.
yeah,
He said a lot of people be judging me for saying this, but when you think about it, a footballer's career in that long, J, it's rare that you get a man like Silva plays to their 40 years at the highest level, and you know what I mean. Footballers,
mm.
they've got to take that bag, Jay. They've got to take that bag. You can't knock them.
100%.
You can't. And Klopp made a valid statement as well. He said FIFA needs to step in. He said this months ago because you know why? Even now, I heard Salah is in negotiation with 4 Saudi clubs. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. So Klopp knows, even the Premier League knows, when the season starts as it has now, any man that's on fire, they're getting an offer, bro. They're getting an offer. Whether they reject it or accept it, it's a
And
different ball game.
when it gets peak is when Saudi starts poaching the best European teams, younger players. Because
It's
when
only
that
a matter of
happens,
time, bro.
only a
That's
matter of time.
that's
Only a
next
matter of
season,
time. So
Trey. They
that's
got
why
set.
um,
Yeah,
that's why Ronaldo and Messi's dominance of football for the last decade been great to watch whatever, but it's been bad because the we, there hasn't been that creation of stars that are ready to take over the mantle once they're gone. Messi's gone to America, Ronaldo's gone to wherever. But when you think of superstars, like go back 20 years to our era watching football,
mm,
there's at least 10, 15 superstars, ballers in
proper.
world football.
Yeah, fact.
There's probably now two, Haaland and Mbappe.
Yeah, I know. That's highlighted. That's how they Ronaldo and Messi created that vacuum, innit? Where it's always.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I agree.
it's kind of like football's rebuilding itself now, but Saudi are taking advantage. And I don't knock him. You want to be big
Mm,
players, you got to make noise. They're making a lot of noise.
a
I'm
lot.
with Klopp. Maybe at some point FIFA got to investigate, but at the same time, you can't be mad at it because the Premier League have been taking Europe's best players and paying them how much for years. Saudi just doing what the Premier League have been doing for the last decade or so.
On a bigger
Because
scale,
players only
because
want
they
to
got
come
the
to
pull,
Prem, rich.
the money.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
agree.
Players only
I
want to
agree.
come to Prem because they're getting paid more. So
I
can't
agree,
knock it.
Jay. It's just
Can't
on a
knock it.
bigger scale.
Okay, I've got the
But
league up.
yeah, bro, for that, yeah,
Go on.
FIFA stepping in. Fabinho played a game, they won. He just got a Rolex, bro. You know when you walk out the game, yeah, and you walk past the cameras, press, all of that. One Saudi brother just called the man over and said, "Oi, come." Man just pulled out a brand new watch and put on a man wrist, you know. Man's thinking, what, for me? For me, it's like, for me? Really? He's thinking, bruv. And this how these Saudi man work, Trey. So FIFA, you see all them man that went Saudi, yeah, all they calling back to their mates at the other club, they're like, bro, you need to pack your bags. You need to be over
Yeah.
here, bro. You get me? Them man will win a game on the weekend, the whole team get rollies, watches, you blows. You know what I'm trying to say, Dre? These things are nothing to these, man. Come on, bro. These
Crazy.
things are nothing.
It's
The
true.
bonuses out there is ridiculous, like, and there's no tax. So what you pay is what you get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, my bro? So you know I moved for the Saudi league from day one. So I'm thinking if FIFA don't step in, bro, ASAP and UEFA, they're gonna be issues, bro. Facts, bro.
I
And
guarantee you this fast tracks the European Super League is definitely going to happen. 100%. It's definitely going to happen now because they have to compete with what's going on in Saudi.
and
These
it
clubs ain't going to
have
allow
to.
it. UEFA not going to. It's going to be the UEFA Super League. 100%. Because they're all going to come together and realize we have to stop what they're doing over there. Or
Yeah,
football as we know it
they're
in
already
Europe
having
done.
meetings, man. You know how the thing's set, Dre. Come on, man.
Yeah, of course.
All them top guys are already thinking we need to curve this. We need to do something on this. But yeah, bro, I love it. I love it. Football's growing, man. It's
I've got
touching
the teams here,
continents.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the teams. All right. Let's keep it real and balanced here. I think these are the teams. This is at 18. There's 18 teams in the league. I only thought there was 6.
I hear you, bro. 18, it's a proper
Um,
league, bro.
it's a
Yeah.
proper league. It's gone up from 16 to 18. Okay, alphabetically, yeah.
Yeah.
Abba, I think that's how you say it. Abba, yeah. Al Hilal, Al Ali. They played Jeddah. Al Etifak. I think that's Gerard's team, right? That's
Yeah.
Gerard's team,
That's
isn't it?
just
Yeah,
yeah,
Gerard's
yeah.
team. Al Feta, Al Faha, Al Hizam, Al Hilal, Al
So
Ittihad, Al
flipping
Khalij. I, I'm trying to pronounce them best as I can. No one cuss
yeah.
me. Al Nasser, Al Okud. I guess they ain't been funded because this is the first time I heard of that team. Stadium was 12,000.
Saying Jay, they
No, I'm
ain't
being
saying no
serious.
one.
Only
So
8 teams. Only
we
8 teams got funded by the government, innit?
yeah, something like
Is
that.
it 8 or 6?
Now the
Yeah,
Saudi government, yeah, they got like 4 teams in the league or something like that.
yeah. Al Rahid, I think that's how you pronounce it. Al Riyadh, I think they got funded. Al Shabab, not too sure. Al Taun, nope. Al Tai, Al Weda, you play at Mecca, and Damak or Damach. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think that's the name
Yeah,
of the team. Yeah. That's the
yeah,
18 teams that are playing in the league. It's a proper league. And the
proper.
champions, they've had a league since 1974. I'm on
So you
Wikipedia
know
right now, and the champions right now are
history.
we won it last year, Al Ittihad. Ronaldo's team, Al Nasser, finished second. We're watching
Yeah.
it. I think it's on the zone. Everyone sign up to the zone and watch Saudi Pro League. I'm going to legally stream it.
Trust me.
But yeah, that is the Saudi Pro League. You've got to respect it. They're serious now. Some of the most well-known players in the world are there now.
Ney's there, Ronaldo's
Okay?
there. Yeah, you gotta
Mm.
respect it now. I agree. It's better than the league Messi's playing in. It's better than MLS.
It's definitely MLS is
Already.
garbage. that
Already it's
league
better
is,
than MLS.
it's always been, the standard's always been poor, but it's already better than MLS. Already better
Facts.
than MLS.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, you guys let us know your thoughts in regards to the Saudi Pro League. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be keeping their eyes on that over the
Yeah.
coming months. But we're at that point of the show now. You know what we do? There's another round of Premier League games coming up this weekend. Second round of games. Let's get to the weekend preview. Starts on Friday. Don't think it's live though. Hold on, get the fixtures up. Yep. Friday night under the lights. Football Heritage. Nottingham Forest at home to Sheffield United, 7:45. Who you got for that one?
Got Forest, Say Forest.
Yeah.
Easy 2-3-1.
Yeah, I got Forest 2-0, man. I don't see Sheffield United doing anything, to be honest. Forest look decent at times against Arsenal, so yeah, I'll go Forest for that one. Um, Saturday, two big games in the evening, but there's three o'clock kickoffs. First one, this is the pride of West London, isn't it? Isn't it? You know, the top two teams in West London. If we go off last season standings, Fulham at home to Brentford. Who you got for that one?
You know who I got for that one, man. I got Fulham. Just though. Tight game. Probably a 3-2, 2-1. 1-1 for long, moments. But yeah, I'm going Fulham 3-2.
I gotta go for a draw of that one, 2-2, man. I think Brentford's be solid enough away. We will get chances and probably score a couple, but I'm gonna go 2-2 for that one. Next one, Liverpool's first home game of the season. This game last season, Liverpool won 9-0. Bournemouth go to Liverpool.
Yeah, I say
Who you think
Liverpool.
for that one?
Say Liverpool. 3-1. Probably even more than that. You know what I'm saying? First game at home.
I'm gonna go 3-2. I want to say a draw because you can get at Liverpool. It's just because they're at home. I'm going Liverpool to win 3-2. But they're very shaky at the back as well. So I'm gonna go Liverpool for that one. Final 3 o'clock game. Wolves on the back of a very, very good performance at Old Trafford. At home to Brighton, who stuffed Luton 4-1. Who you got for that one?
I'm going Brighton. Brighton. Wolves struggles to score goals, man. They need a striker, man. So I'm gonna go Brighton, trying to give Wolves a goal. On the back of the performance against United, they should score a goal. But I still see Brighton winning the game. I'm gonna go Brighton 4-2.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Wolves 2-1, you know.
Yeah.
Brighton, these are
Hey,
the games Brighton slip up in, the games they're supposed to win. They ain't mastered the art
hey.
of winning the games they're supposed to win yet. I'm gonna go for Wolves because yeah, they've got to build off that performance at Old Trafford. I think they will win. First home game of the season, 2-1. That one. All right. Saturday evening,
Phew.
two big games, two huge games. First one is at 5:30. Tottenham host Manchester United. Who have you got for that?
Tricky game, away game. So early in the season, I'll be happy with a point, but by right, United should be going into these games looking to win. So I'm gonna back my team United to win, but I won't be surprised if it's a 2-2, but I'm gonna go United 3-2.
We went there at the back of the last season. We're 2-0 up at half time. Some of the best football we played under Ten Hag. The second half, we just let it go. The game against Wolves, shambolic. Our record against the teams in the top 9 last season, away from home, is the worst out of any team in the Premier League. You know that? We were bottom. We picked up no points away against any team in the top 9 in the Premier League. So
It's not
you
good.
finished
We need to
bottom
sort
last
that
year.
out.
Southampton even got points. Southampton beat Chelsea. Well, they didn't finish in the top 9. Whoever finished in the top 9, Southampton got points away from home. Arsenal, they got points away from home. We got 0. This needs to improve. It's a big monkey off the back if we can go to Tottenham and win, because it shows we can go away from home and win at one of the big teams. We're more than capable of beating Tottenham away. We're more than capable of going to any of these big teams away from home and winning. They just need to show it on the pitch.
Yeah, start
Tottenham
outside
don't
then.
scare me.
Yeah.
Tottenham don't scare me at all. The only way we lose this game is if we don't set up properly. So Ten Hag needs to sort himself out.
Yeah.
If we play properly, if we're set up the right way, we beat Tottenham. I'm going 3-1. 3-1 will beat Tottenham. I think it will be a comfortable evening. I think we'll be set up more properly to deal with Tottenham, and we'll get the W in that one. 2 wins from 2 for United I've got. I think this could be the shock of the weekend, you know. The 8 o'clock game. Manchester City against Newcastle. Who have you got for that one?
Ooh, big game, big game. Hard to call, bro. Big game, big game. I'll go City because it's at home. It's at the Emirates. That's it. But I think this one could go and it could swing either way because it's so early in the season, and Newcastle look the best team in the Premier at the moment, coming out that game 5-1, ruthless. It could have been 10-1. So I'm gonna
For
go.
real.
I'm never gonna doubt City's prowess because City is City in it, and at home they're strong. It takes a lot to go there and beat them, but if anyone can beat them this early in the season, it's Newcastle. But can I see an upset? Yes, because they got this game tomorrow night as well. It's interesting to see who he plays in this game tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because he has to navigate that first home game. Everyone's, you know what I'm saying, the treble winners. They're gonna do all the curtain, the parade. You know how it goes, Jay. The facade, all the
Yeah.
flamboyance. So I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for a 2-2. 2-2. It's too soon to call this game, man. I need to see the games like this. Yeah, there's so much going on here. I need to see the dynamics, see who's fit, who's playing tomorrow. Like that. But I can't choose a winner right now. I can't. It's hard to
I've
choose.
got Newcastle. Newcastle.
Straight up, yeah, because they're rested, they're ready. I get you. City playing so many
Yeah.
games, 2 games so early in the season. Nah,
It
that's a
could
factor
be.
still.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Newcastle.
At
The
home
only
to
reason
City.
City have got a goal.
Oof, that,
The only reason
nah,
City have
that's
got
a
a goal is
statement.
because Haaland's playing.
Nah, that would
Newcastle
be a
winning that game.
statement, Jay. 3-1. Nah, that would be an intent. More than a statement. That would be like, we're here. We've arrived.
Yep.
You know that was there, Jay. Like, slapping City. But it's early in the season. There's upsets. I agree.
Yeah, of course.
There will
City.
be upsets.
A lot of teams have gone to City and won and slapped City. Still won the league. So you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
hey,
nah, I hear
I'm
you
not
though,
convinced
bro.
by
I
City.
hear you.
Not
Watching
convinced by City.
Newcastle at the
To be
weekend,
honest.
I fully agree with what you're saying. They look immaculate. They look like a proper team that's gelled, that's ready. Newcastle.
Mm. All right, Sunday afternoon, 2 games. First one, Aston Villa against Everton. Who you got for that
Villa,
one?
guy Villa. Just got Zaniolo, agreed. I rate that player still. Good little young baller. Italian. They need to add, man. They need to
The
add.
one
They need
from
players.
Roma.
Yeah. He went
Oh, they got
Galatasaray.
him, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah, they got him. They got him. Still agreed. So that's a good addition. He needs ballers. Like he needs his own players that believe in his philosophy, bro.
Mm.
But I'm gonna go Villa for that game. I'm gonna go Villa. Yeah, right the wrongs. Losing 5-1, heavy defeat, heavy defeat. First game of the season, first home game. I think the fans deserve that. They deserve a performance, a result. So I'm gonna go Villa 2-1. 2-1. Villa.
I ain't got Everton even getting a shot on goal, let alone a shot on target. I'm going at
Yeah.
Villa 3-0, and that's being nice.
Yeah.
Everton are
Oof.
going down.
You said this. You said this. You said this store. You got them as one of them,
Everton are going
one of the
down,
three,
mate.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
Pub.
going to
We'll
finish
see.
below Luton.
I haven't got Everton in there yet. I can't lie. I already tell you the truth. I already got Luton,
Shocking
Sheffield
team,
United, and
shocking team,
Burnley, mate.
Everton. Out.
Yeah.
Nah, Burnley staying up. I think they'll be mid-table.
For now, I got Burnley in it. But let's see.
They're
It's
going
early
down.
days.
Everton are gone, and the fact you're starting Neil Maupay, you had all season summer to go get a credible striker. Sean Dyche, you need to leave the Premier League too, bro. Get Everton out of here, man. Let's get a fresh team. You ain't been in the Premier in a minute. Get Ipswich in. Get Kieran McKenna in the Premier now.
Yeah.
Some, you know,
Bring
yeah,
Sunderland back.
some of that.
Stadium alive. I hear
Yeah,
you, though. I
man.
hear
Bring
you. I hear
Sunderland
you.
back. And that. You know what I mean? Get some real
I hear you
teams in there,
still.
bro. Yeah, get Everton out. Yeah, Villa 3-0. Next game, ooh, tasty one. This is a tasty London derby. They hate each other's guts. It's the District Line derby. West
Oof.
Ham at home to Chelsea.
Oof. Oof.
What you got for that one?
Tricky one, like you said, innit? It's a passion game. You know what? I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works, I'm gonna say the Hammers are upset, Yeah, I'm gonna say the Hammers, little upset. Yeah, I can see the Hammers winning this one. 2-1 Hammers. I'm going 2-1 Hammers, yeah. Because you don't know. It's a passion game. Moise at home, off to a winning start. Yeah, man, I'm going for the Hammers, bro. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that he's gonna burst their bubble, knock them back down to earth. 'Cause they're flying right now. You know what I'm saying? CAICEDO and all them man coming in on the high. I'm going for the Hammers, bro. 2-1.
I've got Chelsea. I've got Chelsea, man. 2-0. West Ham are another team of rubbish last season,
Yeah.
and they're going to be rubbish this season. I think Moyes got away with one, winning that Europa Conference League.
Mm, true.
Nah, I'm
That
not.
gave
I'm
him
not.
time. That gave him time. That European run gave him time. On that average season,
That's
normal
that's.
season, I think he would have got
You would have
sacked.
got sacked.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree still.
I think that has afforded him another season in charge, no matter what happens.
But he's
But
got
I
a way
think,
of
yeah,
beating Chelsea, bro. He's got a way of, bro. He's got a way. Don't ask me how. He's done it to Arsenal. Done it to Chelsea. He does it, Jay. Even Liverpool gives a good game on a day. I don't know how he does it, but I've got a feeling that you'll get a result against them. Don't know why. I just have that feeling, bro. Gerard Bowen and that. He
it
wants
will
to
be a
move as
tight
well.
game though. Yeah, yeah,
Gerard Bowen's
it
watching
will
what's
be a
going on at
tight game though.
Chelsea, thinking, right, I need to get me move over West London, bro. You know what there was there? Gerard
Who's gonna
Bowen,
sign him
bro.
though? Who's gonna sign Joe
Bowley,
Bowen?
innit?
Tottenham.
Bowley, Todd Bowley,
All
cuz.
right, what you saying? Bowley needs a white face.
Ah, Jay, man. Mate,
Let me leave that alone.
Chelsea fans, they're over the moon. They ain't even got Elise yet, and you know what I mean? Flipping
Joke.
no, bro.
That leads me on to the final game of the weekend. Um, it's been a difficult place for Arsenal to go to in recent years, but the first game of last season went there and done a job on them. Crystal Palace at home to Arsenal. 8 o'clock next Monday. Who you got for that one?
I'm going Arsenal, man. Like Palace has been rattled. Where's the Lee say the bid from Chelsea's heads turn? Palace, I don't know, man. I don't know if they can, stand up to the challenge. But it'll be a good game. But I see Arsenal just coming out on top. Know what I mean? A tight game, close game. Be one goal in it, so it could be a 2-1, 3-2, but it won't be like a 4-5-0 or anything silly like that. 3-0. Nah, I think Palace will stand up and be
Um,
counted, but ain't got the
I don't
quality
think
to
it'll
hurt
even be
Arsenal.
as big as a miss. I don't think it'll be as big as a miss, but it'll be interesting as the season goes along how they replace the impact and effect that Zaha had on the team. And they got to bring replacements in for like Elise and that. But I think Eze, I think he'll win Young Player of the Year this season. That's how much faith I got in him.
Hmm.
He'll win Young Player of the Year. I don't see them winning this game. I think Arsenal are going to win. It's going to be a tight one, though. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I think they will win the game. Just about.
Yeah,
Just about.
I agree
Yeah.
still. Tight game, but they'll come out on top quality in it. Palace don't have the
Yeah.
quality up front, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. But we'll see how it goes. As always, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts and predictions on the weekend's games. That wraps up for another episode for the love of the game. Joined by myself, Dre, Ronaldo. Any words before we go, Ronaldo?
Just keep the love, man. The support. You know we're here, man. We're back. New season every week. Get this analysis for the love of the game, man. Don't know. Love.
As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And you know why we do this every week. For the love of the game. Myself, Dre, Ronaldo, we're out. Peace.
Peace.